Say your name.
I already said my name is Hector.
What's your name?
Devin.
And I'm...
No, you can say your name. Say your name, goddammit.
I'm Derek.
Thank you.
I thought you was going to say Barrick.
Anthony.
And today we're talking about Pokemon Hoenn.
I'm unbeatable.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck.
And
We're so excited.
oh god. I think Gen 3 in general has been everyone's first experience in this room with Pokemon.
Yes.
I guess to start it off, does anyone have anything new to say about their views on Hoenn as a whole? How they were introduced to Hoenn as a concept, or I don't know. I guess that is pretty vague now that I word it.
What were your first impressions on Gen 3?
It looked worse than Fire Red, because I played Fire Red as my second Pokemon game, but my first was Mystery Dungeon.
Okay. It makes sense because at least like Ruby and Sapphire were precursors.
Yeah, I remember my friend had Sapphire all the time, and I remember I eventually got Emerald. There is a lot of memories associated with Emerald, and the anime as a whole, because that's when I started watching the anime regularly. So I would say at my, I don't know, probably the moment where I liked Pokemon as followed Pokemon the most as a whole was probably Gen 3.
That's fair.
From what I remember.
Because you were like probably the target demographic during that time.
Yeah,
At the
geez,
time.
how old was I when Emerald came out? I was actually probably was 10 years old. Yeah. The good old Ash 10.
Yeah. The significant time when you should be a trainer.
Mm-hmm. Here you go. Good luck going to the wild, and hopefully you don't get eaten by an X-Cloud.
Thank you, Daddy. I'm gonna go play now.
I don't want to go anymore.
Honey, we have to make another child.
Jeez.
Another one. That's the third this year.
What if the humans were like Pokemon, where they... Cut it out.
Please don't.
Cut it out.
What?
Cut it out. Cut it out. No.
Okay.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Right. I didn't know where you were going with that.
That's okay. That's good. But yeah, what about you guys? What are your guys' experience with first impressions with Gen 3?
I started with Ruby because I stole my brother's copy.
Yes.
I didn't think too much of it particularly. I don't know. It was just a Pokemon game. I didn't have anything to really compare it to. I just played it.
Okay.
I don't know.
So yeah, your first true raw experience of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Derek?
Honestly, I was kind of the exact same way. It was the first Pokemon game, or Ruby was the first Pokemon game I played. You kind of like pop it in and you just start going. As like Pokemon in general, to this day, it's still my favorite gen of all time. But I think we can get more into that one later.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as far as Pokemon Gen 3 games, obviously there's Omega Ruby, in addition to Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald.
Yes.
And we can talk about those as well, since I think there's enough in them to really separate them from Emerald and whatnot. I mean, I haven't played any of the Coliseum Gales of Darkness spin-offs.
I played them.
I played a little bit of Pokemon Ranger, but that's probably going to be safe for a spin-off. Mystery Dungeon's probably going to have its own spin-off. So, yeah, let's just get into Hoenn, since it only has, I guess, 2 games to worry about.
Yeah.
How do you guys want to start? Because I don't mind if we have to start with either the Pokemon themselves or the map. Like, there's a lot to get into this gen. Because I know this gen like the back of my hand.
Same. This is legitimately like the start of a new generation for Pokemon. Like that's
true.
As we talked about Johto being like a really nice send-off for or like sequel for Kanto, this one is a solid introduction to like this is going to be a new Pokemon. Like brand new.
Unfortunately, I think they kind of saw the drop off in their popularity despite their efforts.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's hard for them to kind of grab you know, it was such Gen 1 was such a lightning in the bottle,
Yeah.
and Gen 2 was just kind of like a continuation of trying to keep as much of that as possible, and Gen 3 was trying to strike lightning twice, but they just couldn't do it.
No.
That's not to say it wasn't unpopular.
Of course.
It just wasn't a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenon. Yes.
I don't remember anyone gunning out to their nearest GameStop and being like, I gotta get this one. It's a necessity. I gotta play this game.
That honestly didn't happen. Like, I don't think Pokemon would ever reach that height of popularity until Pokemon Go. And it eventually, I think, resurfaced with Pokemon Sword and Shield and onward.
I don't know. It was pretty hyped with X and Y. If you remember those times, I remember...
It was higher than 4 and 5 and 3.
Yeah, because a lot of older people came back because they really sucked on Kanto's cock.
Yeah, because
3D.
I remember the live gatherings people had for Generation 6 because they're like, oh my god, it's going to be the first ever 3D Pokemon game, and it's going to be brand new to the series and everything, but it's never peaked that high, especially after everyone's like, oh god, Gen 6 like this. Which we can get into when we get there, but it's like, I think that's when it peaked with Gen 1 and then it down and then it peaked at that point. Just everyone's like, oh my god, the nostalgia, and it's going to be brand new, and then it just kept falling at that point.
I think it's starting to build itself back up, though.
It's definitely trying. That's for sure.
I mean, it sells is ridiculous. It got to the point where I saw it when I was in Japan, on the news, they were showing that Ash won the fucking Pokemon League.
Yes.
I'm like, fucking Christ, what is this shit?
After 25 years, Ash did the thing.
On Japanese national news.
Yes.
Fuck, what's next? They're going to talk about Dragon Quest 12 on the news?
Oh my god.
Dragon Quest 10, that's right, was everywhere in advertising.
Oh yeah, that's the MMO.
Yeah, the MMO, of course. But let's talk about Hoenn, shall we?
Yeah.
Of course.
And how much I like it. Fuck what everyone else thinks, right? I like Gen 3 Hoenn.
It's my favorite.
Like as like a region or like what?
Almost everything.
Oh, okay.
So how about we just get into those small details already? We've been kind of blueballing ourselves from that. Don't make that noise.
I don't even think it caught up on the capture.
Oh, I'll make it louder.
Okay.
Jesus.
With the reverb. But let's start simple. Let's build our way up. Starters. Let's talk about the pre-evolutions.
Still has some of my favorite starters in the game.
They're definitely stronger than 1 and 2.
Yes. The fact that
Pre-evolutions.
Trico.
I'm thinking it over. I think I might prefer pre-starters anyways. I prefer probably Charmander and Squirtle. Well, no, maybe just Charmander, because I like Charmander more than Torchic. Now, Mudkip I love more than Squirtle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Trico fucking clears not Venusaur,
Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
At least as first stage, anyways.
So, moving from that, I think this is probably... Combuskin and Grovyle are probably the best mid-evolutions.
Really?
At this point.
Okay.
Oh, at this point?
Yeah, at this point. They're probably the best mid-evolutions.
Because I would legitimately take Quilava over Combuskin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I think I agree with Hector. I think Combuskin clears Quilava. And Grovyle definitely clears Combuskin. Grovyle is the best mid-evolution so far.
It's the peak in its own family and probably out of every mid-evolution so far.
It peaked in its high school years.
Yeah.
It kind of fucked up.
But hey, at least it looks fantastic.
It's so cool.
There's a reason why they used that as the antagonist for Mystery Dungeon.
Spoilers!
Oh, I mean... Yeah.
The antagonist, yeah.
But
it's always the joke where Combuskin looks like a
penis.
Yeah, it looks like
it
a
does?
dick and balls. Yeah, if you take off the legs and the arms, it's just
dick and balls.
It's a dick and balls.
That's a lot of work to think of that, fellas.
It takes a rough draft of you just drawing the outline and then just taking off the legs and arms.
I never thought of that naturally.
It took me.
I'll show you a picture later.
It took me years to find it.
That'll probably make it easier, because, yeah.
But to be fair, when it comes to like Marshtomp, it's
I think Marshcharm's good.
It's not bad.
Stat-wise, it earns that ground very quickly.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
thank God, because it makes it a freaking beast.
Especially since considering that the third gym is electric.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
man.
perfect timing.
Oh,
Mud
yeah.
shot, yay!
Sweet.
Oh, I'm shotting.
Oh, I'm mud shotting.
But yeah, fucking and then let's talk about the real
The MVPs.
the MVPs though, the ones you're supposed to really remember, which is their last evolutions. I guess we can start with the weakest one. Sceptile.
Sceptile. I still like Sceptile.
Sceptile's
He's
fine.
alright.
I can't say I hate Sceptile. Even design-wise, I can't hate it. It's oh god, using Sceptile competitively is probably one of the biggest pain in the asses possible. Considering that in order to actually get it to have a good, I forget, isn't it a special attacker?
I want to say it's physical, but I don't remember.
I remember it being.
Think it is.
I think it's special. But in
Might
order
be
for
dual.
it to have a legitimately good move pool, you have to wait to evolve it as a Trico until it can finally learn Mega Drain, and then you can evolve it after that. But Trico in and of itself is not that strong, so it can't really keep up with like
Yeah.
other Pokemon at that point.
Especially considering it is a grass Pokemon, which those tend to be pretty easy to get early game.
And a solid grass.
Yeah, it's a
for-
special attacker.
Yeah.
And pretty fast.
But it is a solid grass type unless you get it to a Mega Evolution, which at least at that point, then it's viable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
Mega
just
Evolutions
stick his ass out in the opponent.
But it looks like a Christmas tree.
And it's a dragon for some reason.
Because it needed something to look cool.
Yeah.
Mega Evolutions are their own beast.
Yeah.
For sure. But let's talk about okay, who do you guys like more, Swampert or Blaziken?
I think I have more of attachment to Swampert.
Okay.
Because I used it a lot, and I genuinely think it's probably the best starter to use in the Hoenn games.
Yep.
That's fair.
So I really like Swampert. Blaziken's a cooler Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, but I really just like Swampert a lot. Just I have that attachment because how useful it is.
That's fair. Water Ground is a good
It's
typing.
really good.
It's the comforter blanket of type combos. I only had to worry about grass.
Considering that it hadn't been used for any other Pokemon except for Quagsire.
Yeah. And Quagsire's stats aren't very good. But Swampert's is pretty good.
Especially for being a starter, it makes it fantastic.
I mean, if you want to go through the entire game with Swampert, there's no gym that tells it no.
No, nothing.
We got Rock, Fighting, Electric. Which will own it. Fire, Normal,
Yeah, Fire's a sweet.
Flying, yep.
Psychic, and
And another water.
Shit, yeah, it pretty much. And then, but just to go beyond Elite Four,
you
there's
have
Dark, Ghost, Ice,
Dragon,
and then
Steel or
Water.
You can clear with Swampert with
Yeah.
no.
You could viably solo the game with Swampert, which I find pretty neat.
There's no grass that says no.
Exactly.
Yeah, if there was, then it'd be a different story.
Yeah. So that's fair. On those terms, yeah, completely fair.
However, there is the reason that Blaziken is my number 2 favorite Pokemon of all time.
It looks fucking cool.
It is the boy. It is my boy.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Guys, I will never forget the moment when it.
You should use Blaziken's cry for censoring stuff out.
Fine, I will. I will.
It has such a weird fucking sound effect.
It got worse over time, which I hated.
I could see it.
But it was the moment in the anime where it was Ash's Charizard versus I forget what his name was. I think it was
just some smuck that came in the Johto League like, I got fucking Blaziken.
yeah, but it was a really
That
good,
was his job.
But he came in with the Blaziken and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
That was my reaction too. I'm like, oh shit, this
I
looks pretty cool though.
And as soon as he used it, I'm like, oh god, whatever that is, I want it. And then like Gen 3 finally came out and I was like, oh, it's right here. And I'm like, no, I want that. I want that. Whatever that is, I want that. And it was, I will never forget me playing Ruby as a little boy and It was the moment when I put my Blaziken into the daycare, because I don't remember what daycares were at the time. And then so I had a full set of 6 afterwards, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get my Blaziken back. I'm gonna go see if it raised in level anymore. And you can't get back your Pokemon if you have like a full party. And then I remember having the biggest tantrum. I had an emotional breakdown when the game wouldn't let me have my favorite Pokemon back. And I literally took the cartridge out, I threw it on the ground, and I was crying. And then it was the moment when no. My mom was like, "What happened?" I was like, "They wouldn't give me my Pokemon back." And it was the moment when I finally popped the game back in, and I read that like, "Oh, we can't give it back to you because you have this amount of Pokemon." I'm like, okay, fuck Dodrio, give me my boy back. And I'm like, wow, you actually kind of have to read when you're a kid.
You were so emotionally distraught at first, you couldn't read the last sentence.
I forgot how to read because they didn't give me
the thought
my friend
alone
back.
send you to a spiral.
But yeah, I will never forget that moment. That's probably why I have such a huge emotional like connection towards Blaziken.
Was that the same one that got lost?
No, it might be actually.
Shame.
Yeah. But
yeah.
It's okay. It's just all 1s and 0s. It doesn't matter about emotional connections. Whoever that guy is, I hope he's dead.
But
not dead. Just probably. Like,
I hope he's a Gen 6 fan.
I hope he struggles falling asleep at night.
What? I hope he likes a gen I don't like.
Yeah.
What a weird insult.
That way I can shit on that gen harder.
I think so you feel more justified?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course he's a Gen 6er.
What are we doing making slurs out of this shit? What the fuck are we doing?
You're fucking.
Whoa, gonna bleep that one. Jesus Christ.
Please do. That was meant to be bleeped. Or just taken out.
But yeah, I love Gen 3. I love Blaziken.
Blaze Kick is cool
It's
to use.
the best.
It feels satisfying to use.
It was also the moment when like these Pokemon finally got like signature moves.
That's
and
true.
It was really cool. Even though Trico
I don't
Groviles was Leaf Blade.
What was Swampert's?
Smutty water.
Muddy water.
Muddy water, that makes sense.
Yeah, and
Which
then
is just a less accurate surf. So
but it was a ground type surf.
I thought it was just water.
I thought it was ground type. I do not remember.
Fulgore.
Surabie hell.
Surabie?
But yeah, Leaf Blade obviously was
Yeah, that's
The best one.
even though it's a well, then again, Gen 3 grass counted as
As a physical.
well, I thought it was special.
I had no idea. If it was special, that'd be fantastic.
and fucking Blaziken also had Sky Uppercut as well.
Oh god, it was so good.
Yep, it's a water with 90 power, 85 accuracy. So
Ew.
yeah,
Okay. Oops.
just a shittier surf.
For a while I had Peck too, so if you needed a flying type move.
And then you can also just give it Aerial Ace.
That's true.
And yet now it just learns Brave Bird, which is funny.
Yeah, you can go hard.
Wait,
I mean
what is
now
it again?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean nowadays it also has the hidden ability of fucking
Speed boost.
which was notoriously overpowered
Oh, that's
back in the
also
day.
its hidden ability besides being
Yes.
its ability for Mega?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it used to be good, but unfortunately, he eventually got outclassed by
Infernape.
Infernape. Yeah,
Good.
just because Infernape has a slightly better stats and better move pool.
Yeah.
And by better stats, I mean Infernape is just faster enough.
Yeah.
Like,
And
well,
Fernape's like, what if I close combat?
and close combat. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I did that again?
Well, to be fair, Blaziken has its own, which is Brave Bird, but they're both equally as good.
But he does get stabbed.
He doesn't need stab. That's still effective.
But yeah.
And also you can just use,
But I'm a steel type. I don't die.
but you can also just use acrobatics as well. Which I highly recommend over Aerial Ace nowadays. Unless you want it to be a Mega, then sure, Aerial Ace.
But yeah, Blaziken just looks fucking cool.
He
Even
looks
in the anime.
fantastic.
And, especially in the anime, I should say.
Yeah.
How he moves around and shit, jumping out like a fucking Jackie Chan character.
He can jump over skyscrapers. That's his lore.
According to a 10-year-old writing a Pokedex entry.
He jumps really, really high.
So high, it's like, it's over a skyscraper. All right, Jimmy. That's a pretty good entry. Got one for Swampert.
Blaziken Whitebeard.
Oh.
White hair.
Kind of got yellow feathers.
But yeah, those are the main three. I never liked Swampert too much. I always thought it looked kind of weird.
I liked its design a lot.
But once
it's kind of goofy.
But once I got older, I'm like, I can appreciate the monster aspect to it.
Yeah, it's an axolotl. There's not a lot you can do with it unless you just want to make it like a freaking like swamp monster.
I like how its Mega's like, yeah, I go to the gym.
Yeah.
I get swole.
I think I like Mudkip the most out of the three. Just because Mudkip is fucking cute. Like, come on.
It is pretty fucking cute.
There was the meme for the longest time.
I heard you like the Mudkips. Lols, randoms.
Rafflemophal XD.
Epic face.
XD.
But, yeah, those are... I think it's a decent set, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely better than Gen 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like him. I like the whole thing more than 3.
I like... This is definitely better than Johto Stars for sure. No contest. I feel like this is on par for me for Kanto, or I might like this a bit better. It depends on my mood. But yeah, this is a good set of starters.
I might be biased, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to Pokemon. I kind of want to graze around the one Psychic type Pokemon you get in the beginning of the game.
I don't mind waiting till later. I have a lot to say.
We gotta do some foreplay first, of course.
Damn it. Don't make. I don't want fucking smuttiness being like adjacent to Gardevoir talk.
And actually, it is not the only Psychic type that you get.
Around that route?
Oh yeah, around the route, yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's gonna use Grumpig?
I actually did. It's not usable.
I thought you were gonna say not that bad.
It's not usable.
I was about to say, like, I think the reason I like Blaziken, just to maybe transition into this a little more cleanly,
it's
because I don't think there is another good fire type you can get like Blaziken.
No,
in
absolutely
Hoenn?
not.
In Hoenn, yeah.
Maybe Torkoal, but you kind of have to work with that
Campra
one.
would be a better pick.
Camera?
Everything. Yeah, that would be a better pick. And
But it's 4 times weakness to water.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't like it too much.
So basically, as soon as you get to
it's slow,
7,
too.
8, it drowns. Literally.
I wanted to argue: is there a good water type besides Swampert? In Hoenn?
Walrein.
Walrein's pretty good actually.
Walrein's
Well, that's
pretty good.
very late game.
And
That is
Milotic.
And there you
That's
go.
a fucking nightmare to get.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
But
true.
they-
that's true,
So it
actually.
But
doesn't
they exist.
exist.
They exist to me. I still use
It
them.
does exist, but it doesn't because of how much hassle there is to go for it.
That's
You have
fair.
to
I mean,
know.
Walrein at least exists in late game.
And to be fair, I will say that Wailord is usable.
That's
I
true.
have used it.
That's true. Wailord is pretty much, hey, did you not have something for Waterfall? Here you go.
Waterfall, dive, surf.
He's your mine. He's your guy.
that's true.
And because it's a solid water type, that's actually 3
But
really
guys-
good water types.
What about Lupus?
Am I a joke to you?
What?
What about Hoenn-tail and Relicanth? Oh god. I'm gonna Pelipper.
I don't even know what you're even
I actually
talking
really like.
about.
I really actually like Pelipper. He's funny.
Good for an early game.
Yeah. But what about Drizzle?
Drizzle's good though.
If you have Kyogre at home, then
Yeah.
go for it.
I mean, yeah. I like Pelipper. He's funny looking.
I like it. It's not a Pokemon that I'm like, yeah, this is fucking Hoenn.
I don't know. I feel Hoenn when I look at Pelipper,
I do too, unfortunately.
especially Wingull.
Well, I say it's more Wingull than Pelipper.
Yeah, that's fair because you find Wingull like everywhere.
Literally everywhere.
Literally, me.
If we're discounting other starters, if we're discounting starters and looking at it, it probably would be Wingull.
For a water type?
For a Hoenn, like that's fucking Hoenn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, probably. Maybe Beautifly sometimes,
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Zigzagoon.
but maybe Zigzagoon, depending on how I feel.
Go to work.
But yeah, because I was gonna say for a grass type, I can find a Shurloom, and I'll be fine with that for a while.
Oh, Shroomish?
Shurloom?
Shurloom.
Oh yeah,
Shroomish,
Breloom.
sorry.
Shroomish and a Breloom.
Breloom's pretty cool.
It's really good. It can actually get you to endgame.
Too bad it has a 4 times weakness to flying.
Shh. It doesn't even talk.
It's got a lot of weaknesses.
Breloom doesn't know that Winona exists. Don't ever tell it that.
Uh-oh, now I can't follow it up with the psychic ones. Fuck.
No. It doesn't even know that Tate Lies exist either. It's okay.
I mean, actually, they're part rock, so it could do a Mach Punch and maybe kill him.
Or Mega Drain. It's possible. I'm just saying.
Just
Yeah,
possible.
I think that'd be a better. Grass would be better. But yeah.
If you really want a solid grass type and water type, we always got Ludicolo.
Ah, I love Ludicolo.
That's good. Yeah, that's actually the perfect combo if you need both.
I need to use Ludicolo one day.
It's really good.
It's good for single player, but it's not that strong.
That's fine.
It's,
what am I competitive?
It's mostly for type coverage. It's really what you're using Ludicolo for. It's not very strong stat-wise, though.
If we're gonna talk about shitty grass types,
it can just learn Giga Drain and Surf, which is very convenient.
yes, and it can also have
Energy
rain,
Ball or something.
Rain Dish.
Which is not
It's
too
not
useful.
terrible.
It's not really notoriously a tanky Pokemon,
No.
but
Probably
yeah.
it's part grass.
If we're gonna talk about shitty grass types, I at least want to talk about the seed outline. Here's the thing. I like
not sleeve nipples.
I like Shift Tree. I do. It looks like a good Pokemon.
That's all right.
It looks cool.
But boy, its stats and its move pool really kill it for it trying to be what it wants to be, which is like a secondary grass type starter, which it'll never be. Like, I always feel bad for Shift Tree. It's like, oh my gosh, it looks like such a really cool, like, mythical Pokemon, but it's like, no, it's just a pain in the ass.
I think Grimmsnarl from Gen 8 or whatever the other one, the one that Dynamaxes to a Giga Chad.
Yeah.
I think that was the better version of Shift Tree, honestly.
I mean, it's Dark Fairy, but
Not in typing, but kind of like in vibe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it kind of peaks at Seedot.
Like in terms of design.
Yeah.
Seedot is.
I like Shift Tree.
I like
the
Shift Tree,
design.
true, but Seedot's just a little guy, and I
Yeah.
like that.
Looks like one of those Mega Man Goombas.
Better than Nuzleaf with his nipple.
Oh!
Oh, you lost another Pokemon.
Guys, what if I told you that's how we get almond milk?
Don't say that.
Gross.
Ew.
Gross.
Gross. Jesus.
Now I just like want to see like a carton of Nuzleaf milk.
I think they just use Moo Moo milk. Or those weird fucking degenerates of Hex Trainer milk that I will assassinate each and every one enjoyer.
Hey, you haven't killed me yet.
Yeah.
I want you to be the witness.
No. To be fair, Devin, he's gonna kill you with next gen.
What do you mean?
When we just shit talk Gen 4.
Don't worry, we'll wait. We'll
We'll
wait for
wait.
that. Let's talk about the good one now.
Okay.
Fuck.
The best one. You want to talk about Poochie and Zigzag?
Yeah, I always liked how cute Poochyena is. I think Mightyena deserves another evolution.
I think Mightyena is
Yeah.
fantastic. I would also prefer to have another evolution, but I like Mightyena as a design.
Mightyana's cool looking Pokemon. It's not that good though, which sucks.
Not stat wise. It's
No.
interesting to have a really close dark type.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's one of the more earlier dark types in the series, which is kind of neat. And it learns. It has Intimidate. Oh my god, the best ability in the game.
They should give it like a super Intimidate, where every turn it lowers the opponent's
That's a little
stat.
too much. That's a little too much.
Give it the same stats, but if you can keep it on field, like, come on.
I don't ever plan on using Mightyena competitively, so I'm okay.
Yeah, that's
Who
fair.
would?
I don't know.
Lunatone and then the other one,
Solrock.
Solrock. They exist. They're there so Tate and Liza.
Yeah.
That's her name.
Could do a double battle.
Can do a double battle. That's what their purpose. And how it introduced double battles.
Oh, a double battle.
This double battle should just be a thing in every fucking game. Period.
I'm starting to agree with you, why I kind of miss Coliseum and Gale of Darkness, because that's
Yeah.
what they were. They were the double battle games.
Yeah, they're
And
great.
And I kind of wish they had that, or at least Pokemon had a difficulty setting. They were like, okay,
All double battles.
that, or just like, okay, we made this thing harder so we don't have to hold your hand as hard.
We have 2 more gens until we get to triple rotation battles.
Oh god, what a fucking nightmare. Thank god that will never be a thing.
Yeah.
What else we got? That is not the very big elephant in the room.
No. Here's the thing. I love the idea of having Zigzagoon in the very beginning, just because you can catch it immediately, especially if it has pickup.
Oh, pickup's great.
That's true.
It will give you really, really good items during like the first part of your your run. And not gonna lie, as it is, it's kind of a good placeholder for a 6th Pokemon if you're just waiting.
It is an HM slave. In
Yeah, it's a good HM
Yeah.
slave.
It can learn a lot. Like
Yeah.
a lot.
Linoon looks alright.
Yeah,
It's
it's not
cute.
as good as Zigzagoon.
It's not as good as Furret, but it's like, it works.
I think it's a better version of Ferret.
It really?
I like Furret more than Linoon.
I like Furret because it's cuter.
Yeah.
I like Swallow more than Noctowl. I want to push that button.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Swallow looks cool.
I don't think you're gonna get anyone who's gonna fight you on that.
Even though the only thing I associate with Swallow nowadays is that one double battle with Ash and Pikachu.
The Thunder Armor.
It electrified
that was some
itself.
stupid shit.
That's the
Yeah.
one that is Swallow's legacy in my mind.
Which, by the way, because you brought up Ash becoming a champion, I actually watched a couple of the battles with him versus the other trainers.
How'd that go?
Boy, it really shows off. Like, yeah, the anime just doesn't like using the actual gameplay logic, because it was the difference between Bae's Halucha versus Lucario, and it kept taking freaking it took a high jump kick, an aerial press, and an aerial ace to the face, and it still won over a Gigantamaxed Machamp. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, the anime
honestly-
has been more spectacle than anything.
Yeah.
Which I think is better for anime, because I don't want to fucking see like he hit him with one move, he's fucking dead, brother.
Yeah.
I like to have tension.
It's weird rewatching the show, especially nowadays after you've grown up only playing the games, and it's like, wow, they really let this go on.
Some guy is like, oh yeah, I brought Cynthia comes in the championships. I brought in my fucking Arceus.
Yeah.
And some fucking weirdo, some kid's like, here's my Dusclops with an evil light.
Exactly.
In the anime.
No, you can't do that.
No, that's too good. That's better than Dusknoir.
Oh god, I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp.
Oh god, I burned. Which, by the way, Dusclops gets
Too
in.
bad that most of Cynthia's team's special attackers.
I think Dusclops is good against both.
No, I mean
Cover
for
first.
Will-O-Wisp.
Oh well, I think both get reduced. Don't
I
they?
think it's just attack. I think.
I didn't know that. Anywho,
Lucario, Garchomp. Wow, you're right.
get a Blissey. Come on.
Oh, I'm blissing.
Oh, I'm blissing.
But
But yeah, Linoon with pickup, really solid until you get like your 6th member.
I fucking love Hariyama. I think Hariyama looks sick as fuck.
He's a sumo wrestler.
Hariyama's very cool Pokemon.
Unlike Machamp, it knows Fake Out, which is very good with double teams.
Fuck you.
Also,
Fuck you.
You remember?
I remember the rush. Fuck you.
also helps that Fake Out's has plus priority, and Hariyama's not a fast Pokemon. It's kind of like
Yes.
I think it's like Machop, but even slower.
Which is perfect for a Trick Room setupper.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm gonna Trick Room.
Oh god, I'm belly drumming. I'm gonna Force Palm.
Oh, fuck off.
Challenge. Don't die before you can use your first attack after using Belly Drum.
Correct.
Stairs Berry, baby. Anyways,
Citrus Berry on Belly Drum would be pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Surskit and Masquerain. You get those.
those
next.
exist. Let's move on.
Exactly.
You get a Zurill you believe it or not, you get a Meryl before you get an Azurill.
Well, that just shows how good or useful Azurill is.
It also goes to show how shit baby Pokemon are.
Exactly.
Nincada exists.
I like Nincada,
The Bug Rondo!
but Ninjask though.
I think Shed Ninja is very interesting.
Shedinja is pretty cool, though.
But Ninjask being like the fastest Pokemon back then, it was also really interesting.
I'd kind of be interested if they did another Wonder Guard Pokemon. Just
Yeah.
don't make it broken like a normal ghost.
Oh god.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well then, at least wouldn't it be Fairy at that point?
Normal
no, yeah.
ghost? No,
Oh.
the only thing that could actually touch it is dark.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Oh my god.
That'd be dirty, dude.
At least there's a
That'd be-
frick
That'd be
ton of dark
fucked
types.
up.
Oh yeah. Altara's kind of cool.
Who?
Altaria.
Altaria.
I like Altaria.
Believe it or not, you don't get Swablu till way later.
You get it in the after Flannery.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
way later.
Yeah, that's.
I
where
thought it
it
was
is.
the forest before the 6th gym.
You can get it in the like the cave before meteor cave, meteor falls.
Oh fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can get it there.
Not in the cave, but like the grassy
Outside,
area.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's also where you get Seviper and Zangoose.
I thought that
Which
was
are
where
two
you-
other cool Pokemon that
I associate that place with like with Numel.
You know?
I think you're.
You get before that.
Yeah, meteor showers is the one where you find Bagon
Oh, that's
or meteor falls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, honestly.
Which I swear to God, Bagon is another one of the Pokemon that is just like an absolute bitch to find because
It is.
it's in one little room and it has like 6 tiles that you can use from.
Oh
Yep.
my
But the
God.
best part about that is that's exactly where you get Dragon Claw.
Low encounter rate, unfortunately, as well.
Disgusting low encounter rate.
Yep.
And also very, very high catch rate as well. Hate it. I love you, Salamence, I do.
Salamence is definitely a fucking dragon.
Yeah.
Like you can look at Dragonite, you can look at fucking even Garchomp, whatever. Salamence is a fucking dragon. You point at that shit, it's like, yup, it's taken straight out of a fucking fantasy book.
But Flygon's my boy. Flygon is my boy.
Flygo is more funnier and more accessible.
I always find it weird how it comes from a Tranpinch. That's always kind of a weird line to follow.
I also got someone recently.
At least the middle to Flygon makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
But as at least it's not as big of a jump as Dragonair to Dragonite.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame people who are like, but it's a dragon ground. Why is it not a dragon bug?
Like
It's
at least
I don't
Trapinch had 2 stages to get the Flygon.
Yeah, and I think it's reasonable enough. I still think Tranpinch to Qualivia is a little weird. Not Qualivia.
It started with
Vibrava.
Vibrava. Yeah,
It is a
Vibrava.
little weird.
It's not too bad. I'm like, okay. You could honestly start it with Vibrava, and I'd be like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Either way, Trapinch looks great.
I like Trapinch.
Claydol's cool.
Claydol
It
is cool.
Battle toy though. The toy.
It's like a little top.
Yeah.
Spinda exists.
It really, dude.
Remember, there's like 1,000 of them that have different patterns.
Wow.
Spinda really does exist. It's like its own unknown.
I'm gonna skip over the ones I just don't give a shit about.
We're
honestly.
actually missing a lot, by the way.
There's
Aron.
Aron.
Oh, Aron.
Yeah.
Aggron's awesome.
I love Aggron.
Agron's fucking sick. It becomes a bulky boy if you mega evolve it. But
Yeah,
that's
bulky.
But then it
dude.
looks terrible.
I've seen worse.
I like it.
It's not my
Really?
it's not my favorite, but
Really, I think Mega Aggron looks dog shit.
I don't
Nah,
think
it's
it's that
fine.
bad. Again, I'm not gonna defend it with my life.
No.
If you think it's dog shit, honestly, I can see why.
It's not a hill worth dying on, actually.
Yeah, I definitely do prefer just the Aggron,
Yeah, regular
Yeah.
Aggron kicks ass.
Especially
Yeah.
its shiny looks fantastic.
even though it does have double weaknesses to 2 fucking types.
Yeah.
I'm glad it at least comes with sturdy, fighting, and ground.
Yes.
Oh shit, man,
It's a steel rock type.
Thank God it has
I mean-
sturdy.
Yeah.
man.
Sableye,
I never realized that about Aggron.
Also,
Yeah.
weak to water, which is kind of a shit thing in Hoenn,
Ooh,
but guess what? It can learn surf.
that's pretty funny.
even though it's a physical attacker.
Yep.
So not really worth
Yes, it
teaching.
can also learn Ice Beam and Thunderbolt.
Great.
It has a really deep move pool for no reason.
It's fucking Aggron.
It's all special attacks. Sableye.
Sableye's cool.
I love Sableye.
Sableye's funny.
It needs a special ability, but it's cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
we also
Hidden abilities,
we
sorry.
forgot another Pokemon, Mawile.
I haven't been trying to skip around it, but
Why?
yeah, it's my
Mawile's
favorite Pokemon.
fantastic.
It's like Gardevoir. It's my favorite Pokemon.
That's fine.
Wait,
That's-
favorite Pokemon ever?
It's always a tie between her and Mawile. Oh, sorry, her and Registeel,
That's
which is
fair.
another Gen 3 Pokemon that I
Yeah.
didn't get into. It's either Mawile
Why
or
do you like
Registeel.
Mawile that much?
It's adorable.
Look how cute it looks.
It's got the 2 faces.
Okay.
The cutest fucking thing ever. Nice color scheme and everything.
Man, you must have popped off really hard with Mega Mawile.
It's
I
great.
did. Don't you remember? It's the thing I opened up with in fucking
Oras.
Oras. Yeah, that's the thing I opened with, and I was like, fuck, I need a Mawile.
I'm gonna
I don't
Mawile.
care if it's shitty. I'm gonna use it. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I just think it's the cutest fucking Pokemon.
It's
Okay.
adorable. I will not fight you on that.
I like the concept of it. I don't know. That's it. I like it. It's cool. I just wish it had a better fucking stat and possibly move pool. It's not the best because I think they were banking on like, oh yeah, Swallow and Spit Up are gonna be so overpowered in Gen 3.
Bullshit.
Oh yeah, I love boops that take so long to set up.
And that's all they gave Mawile.
The only
and
reason
Emerald.
you go into another Pokemon for Gen 3. The only reason why that combo only works for Swallow is because it's tanky.
Yeah, because it has a shit ton of HP.
Exactly. I can't tell you how that is the only Pokemon that can use that combination.
And even then, Swablu's not that good of a Pokemon.
Swablu or Swallow?
Swallow.
No.
Haha, Swallow. It swallows a lot.
It does. That's why it has a big mouth.
So Mawile is just kind of, it's kind of stuck with a shitty move pool, shitty stats without that Mega Stone. At least it has a decent typing, but that means nothing when you have a one ground type or fire type move.
Yeah.
Dead.
And it fucking explodes.
But it's a fairy now.
Yes, it has a good
Fairy
typing.
Steel, which is arguably the best dual type.
Resist poisoned and dragon. Completely negates it.
And when it learns Play Rough, it's really freaking good.
It needs a Mega Stone. Needs an evolution. For God's sakes, quit cucking Mawile so hard.
Never.
Anywho, yeah, I like Mawile a lot. Though I'll probably say second favorite for now.
Okay.
Let's talk about the
Manectric.
No, I was actually just gonna bypass that one. If you want to talk about Manectric,
Manectric's fine.
It's fine. I don't like its due. Like, I kind of wish it was a little more spiked backward than upward.
I think normal Manectric's fine. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with Mega Manectric.
It's just a lightning bolt.
Did you want to talk about the strongest legendary, Metagross?
Metagross is pretty strong though.
It's really good as your pseudo, that's for sure.
I was gonna say it's the coolest pseudo legendary.
It's really freaking good.
Like, golly gee whiz, Hoenn, why did you get 2 pseudo legendaries?
I don't like the idea of Metagross running towards me though. That's a very horrifying image.
Absolutely. However, I did like
that is horrifying.
I did like how in the movie it technically folds in itself and it flies.
Some silly shit.
Yeah, that really is silly. And also, like,
notoriously, probably people love it as their favorite shiny as well.
It's a really good shiny.
It's silver. It looks just like
such
Steven.
a good shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good shiny. I need to use a Metagross one day.
Beldum's
it's
cool
really
looking.
good.
Beldum's also pretty cool looking in its own right.
It's also kind of difficult to get that one to evolve.
Honestly, I think the whole line's good.
Yeah.
Oh god, but I remember that fucking XP curve to try to fucking evolve it. Oh my god,
it's
a steep one.
But luckily, as soon as you get past that takedown bit and it evolves into a Metang, at least then it's viable and usable Pokemon.
Yeah. And then it gets busted at Metagross.
Oh yeah,
it's all like Feedbass, where it's a hitter, it's a flop or a win.
That's why if you get a Feedbass, you just kind of have to make sure, like, is it a good nature? Okay, cool. And then just grind out the Pokeblocks, feed it to Feedbass, and then just have it evolve.
That's on the assumption you get Feedbass.
I do. I grind for it.
Oh fuck, I don't.
I do.
Yeah, he did. Remember in our Oslo run?
I like Milotic.
It's been so long.
I actually really like using Milotic.
We gotta play Oris again.
Sure, I'm down.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing another hustle run of Oras. It's actually fun.
I wouldn't mind either.
I like Gen 3's Pokemon pool.
I do too.
I would like to use it more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll use Grumpig. No.
I highly recommend it.
You're good.
It's a difference when you have like a Psychic that's not a tank and it's not even fast.
He doesn't even look good.
It's fine.
I kind of wish Tropius got more.
Me too.
I like Tropius. It's kind of sad. It's kind of gimped.
Yeah, its stats suck ass.
But I really like its look. I really like its design.
I like its typing. It's really good.
Yeah, I like its little banana goatee.
Yeah, it's interesting. I kind of wish it got more.
I like the fact
that
it
was Kecleon.
Kecleon's weird.
I think Kecleon's good for what it is.
Just needs better stats. Is really what I'm looking at.
It needs to be able to take a freaking hit, especially for its ability.
Mm-hmm. That's what it really needs. It needs to have like some kind of, I wouldn't say a sturdy, but just something. Just like, don't fucking die, please.
Well, if you're gonna be able to
100 defense on defense and special defense, there we go. Fix the Pokemon.
That'd be terrifying.
It might be a little.
Well, like
much.
allow it to take a hit, then it uses its ability, and then it no longer has that problem.
I think what would make it more interesting is if it would also change depending on what attack it used.
Oh,
It
so
would
like
be-
protein.
It would be
So
interesting.
it would be both what it gets hit with and what it attacks with.
It would be interesting because it's a
He's not a KKK member.
no, fucking no. A chameleon. It'd be cool that if all the moves that it uses always had stab.
Oh.
Just considering it's such a weak boy as it is.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot, so I guess it would be a little interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it getting freaking one hit and it's like, oh, it's a dark type now.
The only
and dead.
maybe color change also comes with it doesn't get super effective,
Yeah.
so it can at least take a fucking hit. Christ.
So you want to make color change the most overpowered ability?
I mean,
Yes.
it's
It has stab with all types, and it's not too weak to any type.
it's the only Pokemon that doesn't have. It's the only Pokemon that does have it.
That's
Yes.
true.
And if Kecleon's already so weak, and so you wouldn't need to change its stats
That's
for it to
true.
like. It can work with something.
I'm
It'd be-
kind of
fuck.
curious how a Kecleon with a color change like that would work out. Like, would it be better? Would that actually improve it?
It'd
well,
make it usable.
Yeah.
It'd make it funner to use.
Yeah, a little more. Especially, it'd be good against Dragon types, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, then again, Dragon's just pretty good type because it can do good neutral damage.
Yeah.
So
So I guess maybe mix it with like Castform and Kecleon, which Castform is kind of weird looking.
Cast form sucks.
I like cast form. I
All
don't
right,
know why-
Peter Griffin.
I don't know why people hate on cast form so much. I had it and it's a cute design and it has an interesting
Balls.
ability.
Balls.
I get it.
Balls. Balls. Peter Griffin ball chin.
I think it does look. It has a cute face and a
As a cute face, but its face is like 20% of design.
and I think it has a neat gimmick, which is
Yeah.
transformed into
Yeah.
the weather. Thing.
I can agree with that.
I especially
And then it
I,
learns weather ball.
I especially like the sun form. I think the sun form's kind of cool.
Sun
looking.
form
It's
is
funny.
nice.
Mine is the storm form. The one is it's all swirly.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
The raindrop's also just cute. I like cast form. It's cute.
Does it get one for hail for some reason?
That's the storm one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was for rain.
No, that's the raindrop one.
Oh,
And then the sun one is for sunny day.
right. Okay.
It'd be cool if it got
I'm
one
a-
for sandstorm.
Now that's the one it doesn't get.
Yeah.
Which is strange.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like two specific places where it's always raining, and then there's one where it's always a sandstorm.
Yeah, that
So
little
it's like-
desert where you get Cacney,
Yeah.
which evolves to a
Cacturn.
Cacturn. Cacturn is based.
Cacturn's ugly and naked.
I like it a lot. It looks fantastic.
I don't know.
And Cacnea was cute in the anime.
Cacney's great. Cacturn had something wrong.
It looks creepy, and I like it. I'm glad Sydney uses one.
Wailord is useful.
It is.
Wailord is very useful.
Especially for all the water.
If you don't have the water, it's the water type. That's what you're probably gonna end up getting.
For all the water HMs, it's very viable. I like
I'd
it a
rather
lot.
just get Ludicolo.
As an HM slave? That
Sure.
sucks.
Go
Not as
for it.
HM Slate, but it's just a water Pokemon I'm going to use on my team.
Oh,
It,
absolutely.
it just helps that like Wailord can take a hit.
I mean, yeah, because it has a shit ton of HP and nothing much else.
yeah.
But it's not a heavy hitter. I'm sorry.
But yeah, you can definitely just get a wall right like nearby as well.
Is
Yeah.
it just me, or do I get angry? I just get angry when a Pokemon has a lot of HP but not the highest defense. I'm like, well,
God,
what's the fucking point?
I'm Blissey.
Oh god,
Oh, I'm gonna Blissey.
I'm more frustrated by the other one. That's the other way around.
we're high defense and no
No,
HP.
no HP. That's the one
Yeah.
I get frustrated at more.
That's
Ima-
fair, because you have an expectation and it's just not fulfilled.
Imagine having 200 defense, but only 60 HP.
Regirock.
Yes. And imagine just one person coming up with the Dragon Rage.
Isn't Shuckle basically like has 250 defense and special defense and not that much HP?
I don't remember.
The ultimate one is the Alolan one that has like it's a rock, but it has like its stomach or whatever come out of its mouth.
Oh, the Pimikyu.
The really long name one.
The weird
Rock.
sea urchin one.
It's not. I don't think it's.
It's not a rock, but it just looks
It's
like,
like-
a rock.
The one that has the innards out thing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that
The
one.
freaking stupid. Isn't it like 5 HP?
Yeah, it's like super low, but has
Yeah.
crazy defenses. That one's the epitome of that.
Freaking ugly. Anyway,
Let's
we'll talk about that one and how much I hate Alola.
Oh, I'm gonna.
see,
Oh, I'm gonna
Jen-
heal.
What? Oh yeah. Absol. I'm so edgy and cool.
Absol's
Absol's cool.
fantastic.
Too bad it can't take a hit to save its life.
Correct.
But I really like it.
But it also
it's
has-
the edgiest thing ever.
But it also has.
But so pretty.
I only come when there's a natural disaster.
What about Darkrai, who's literally the nightmare Pokemon?
Well, we'll get to that. But
Okay.
this was the epitome edgy Pokemon.
I also
at the
like how it gets more emo with its Mega Evolution.
time. It really
Yes.
does.
One eye covered.
You say emo, I say hotter.
To each their own.
Male or female, I suppose. It is a 50-50.
Yeah. But the fact that Absol also comes with one of my favorite abilities, which is
That should be Cynthia's ace Pokemon. Mega Absol.
I'm kind of
I
okay with
get
it
it,
being.
because the hair.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with it being Garchomp, but I see
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean,
mean.
Garchomp's just better.
This is a funny thing.
But also comes with Lucky Shot, which means that
I thought I was super lucky.
super lucky. Yes.
Because I have it.
Yeah, I'm still jealous. But it basically just give it a Razor Claw, and then it's just criticals. Everything is criticals.
Oh, I'm critting.
Oh, I'm critting. Just literally put it first place in the Elite Four, because 9 out of 10 times it's going to be the fastest thing out there, and just gun through the rest.
Yeah, because you can use Slash or more preferably Night Slash.
Yes. Night Slash, Shadow Claw, Slash if you really want it, and Psycho Cut.
Yeah. Psycho Kai, is that a move that does more crit hit?
Yes.
Just more crit chance? Okay.
Yeah. You could also use Stored Stance if beforehand, because it Psycho Cut
Which is
doesn't
a
exist
risk?
yet. It is.
As tradition, the ghost types fucking slap.
Oh my gosh. They
Duskull and Bayonet. Duskull.
Bayonet is so good. And so is Dusclops.
I like Bayonet a lot.
Yeah.
Shuppet's okay. But Bayonet's really cool.
I still think Shuppet's kind of cute,
Shuppet is
It's
kind of
neat,
cute,
but
but
I
I
agree
like
why people
Bayonet
are not
a
a huge
lot.
fan of it.
And I like Mega Bayonet a lot.
Mega Bayonet's fantastic.
Peaks at Dusknoir.
Duskull's great. Dusclops funny.
Yeah. Give Dusknoir a second as far as design wise.
But we don't get Dusknoir yet.
Yeah.
He doesn't exist yet, guys.
Give it a second.
I know. But to be fair, I still like Dusclaw. I will always love how he just looks like he has like his hands like folded in on himself. Because he technically doesn't have arms.
He kind of goes like this, like.
Ooh. Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
I'm a ghost poke.
I have an evil light on?
Oh, we got a badass over
Yeah.
here.
Aw,
Is
shit.
there other ghost Pokemon in Hoenn?
Those are the two definitive ones.
I know that for sure. Those are the ones that come top of mind.
I think that's it.
I think that is
Damn.
it.
What's
Especially for
what's the
edition.
gens being like? Guess what? I'd like one or two ghosts, I guess.
Yeah, they don't really come packing until Gen 4. And Gen
Chimecho's-
5 has quite a few actually.
Yeah.
They made a whole fucking Elite Four guy out of Ghost type Pokemon.
Oh yeah, you're right. Holy shit! I guess
Yeah.
that's because that's the gen they could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides, like Gen 1, they were like, I guess we'll just do most again.
Yeah. And then Crover.
Which was strange.
But let's see.
Oh, Sableye. I forgot Sableye's
Wait,
good.
wait, wait.
Sableye's cool.
And he's funny. Look at Prankster. Ha ha. Ha ha.
I love him. He's fantastic.
I really like Mega Sableye because it's like,
He's
Yeah,
hiding
yeah,
behind
he's
his
great.
little gym.
And he's really strong in that form too.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. Armory makes a comeback.
They make a comeback. They're so
To be
cool.
fair, it was-
Skarmory is actually more available in Hoenn than he is in Johto.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I actually found scary because I'm like, oh wait a minute, Skarmory's a Gen 2 Pokemon? I only remember seeing it in Gen 3.
Yeah, because in like Gen 2, he's like version exclusive 1 and 2 late game
Yeah.
in Johto anyways, which is annoying.
Damn.
Is there anything in the Victory Road or in the Salts Cave that is worth getting? Because the way I was running through was like, okay, let me just run through the entire region, see what's there.
There's Snorunt.
Oh my god, it's Meditated Medicham. Oh my god.
We don't talk about those.
Poggers. I still can't believe Medicham evolves to
37!
30. Meditate evolved, yeah, to 37. It's
What a
absurd.
fucking nightmare.
And it's not even that good of a Pokemon.
It's awful.
And I'm purposely setting aside Pokemon like Relicanth and Clamperl because its
'Cause they
evolutions,
don't
I don't
exist.
care. Love Disc, whatever.
God,
Yeah, who gives a shit?
To be fair, I will admit, diving in this game was fun.
Yes, I loved it.
It's pretty cool.
I think the Oras definitely expanded that a little better.
Yeah.
I think that's it for Pokemon you can get up until that point. Except for one.
Hold on a second.
No, there's still a few.
Let me look at the Pokédex and see if there's any that come to mind.
That matter?
that matter.
Oh, Roselia, my little girl.
Roselia is cool.
Oh, yeah.
But
You
it
get
gets
Rose-
way better in Gen 4.
I know.
Give it a second, I suppose.
I know. I still like it. She's really cute.
I like Dusttop and Beautifly, but I know we talked about that.
Yeah, we've talked about it briefly.
Unfortunately,
not that much
their
to talk
stats
about.
just aren't worth keeping around.
Oh, shit. Slacking.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I like Slack Off and Vigor Off.
I always
Yeah.
just hated working with Slack King's fucking
his
ability.
stupid ability.
Yeah. Despite it having a crazy fucking have you looked at this?
It's like a legendary
Yes.
level.
Oh my god.
It's a
dude.
monster.
670. Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
It's insane.
And it has 160 attack.
It's insane.
He's nearly legendary level.
He is legendary
He is.
level.
I
I
think
thought
a
it was
little,
base 700.
I think he has a stronger attack stat than Rayquaza.
Oh my god.
I believe it. Oh, what about Whimsir and Loudred?
Oh, they're neat.
Oh, and
They're-
Explode.
Explode's kind of a dud
Yeah.
I kind of
because
get the
it's a
reason.
little too much. I get it.
I get it.
It's a cool concept for it to culminate for like the sound Pokemon.
Yeah.
Sound type?
So type?
It's neat. That's all I can really say.
Yeah.
There's Nose Pass.
We'll talk about it when we get to I think her name's Roxanne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skitty.
Skitty and Delcatty are cute.
They're cute. That's all I can really say.
I-
And they're a meme.
It's funny because the weirdest thing is they're not even viable to use competitively, and I always found it weird how Skitty evolved using a Moonstone.
Yeah, that was
okay.
weird.
But guys, plus the mind.
I was about to say that, but we went on this weird tangent. I'm like, well, what about the new Pikachu archetypes?
Probably
guess,
one of the worst Pika clones.
The fact that we had to have two,
I think they're fine.
but
They're not terrible,
but they're supposed to be usable and viable in double battles.
Yeah, I don't particularly like them that much.
But another cool Pokemon is Sharpedo.
Sharpedo's
Ah,
fantastic.
fuck, how could I forget? Yeah, Sharpedo.
That's also another super solid water type that you can use.
If you want to talk about the real water and dark as opposed to Mega Gyarados,
Yeah.
that's
That's an
Sharpedo.
OG.
That's Sharpedo right there.
Yeah, and then we talked about Zangoose and Survivor, both cool Pokemon.
Absolutely. Especially the fact that they have lore.
But what about Wishcash, aka Mr. Frog?
We can skip.
I'm
Honestly,
okay with talking. It's also the other water ground type that you can use, just
Yeah.
in case you didn't get Swampert.
Crawdon, it's cool.
Crawdon's cool looking.
Cool looking.
Sure.
There's Proudly and Armadillo.
Yeah, there's the fossils.
They're good fossils.
They're
I
fine.
like Cradily. I think Armaldo kind of dropped off. I'm like, ooh, he looks cool. And then you look at its move pool and it's like, ew.
Okay,
What the fuck?
That one doesn't matter.
Rock and Bug?
Are we getting to legendaries? I'm assuming.
No, we're getting there.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we talked about Bagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just legendaries.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Solid setup.
We legitimately actually talked about these Pokemon more than Kanto and Johto.
Because I actually like them a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Pokemon pool.
We like with Johto, we were like, oh shit, the Pokemon.
yeah.
Because they weren't there.
With this, we're like, yeah, Pokemon.
Guys, let's talk
Yeah.
about the Pokemon.
Because in Gen 1, like, there's a lot of them in Gen 1 that I just don't care about.
There's a
That's
lot of
true.
sleepers.
And Gen 3, there's a lot of one that I pop off on. Like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
so speaking of popping off with Pokemon.
So,
All right.
I've always, all right. Everyone, if you haven't guessed it already, it's the little green thing that Wally catches in the beginning of the game.
which I'm still fucking pissed that he's the one who gets it first.
Not me.
No. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. When it comes to my introduction to Ralts, Curly, and Gardevoir, which is actually number 3 on my favorite Pokemon, it was during Ruby when you finally get to Victory Road and you actually have to fight Wally.
Yeah,
You don't see him until after Mauville.
yeah,
And
which
at
is a
that-
long time.
Yeah, and at that point he has a level 19 Ralts or
Yeah.
level 16.
Very weak.
Yeah.
Very weak. And so you beat him, and then you don't see him for the rest of the fucking game. And then there's a moment when you finally get to his last Pokemon, and then boom, he brings out his ace, which is Gardevoir, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is that?
Why
What
do I
is-
want to have sex with her?
What is that, and why do I want
It's like
that?
a random modern fucking awakening.
Exactly. No, and then it's that moment when it's like, oh my
There's
god,
a parallel.
thank God we finally have the internet. So you look up where to get it, and it's like, oh yeah, it's Route 102. I was like, wait a minute, what's Route 102? It's right there.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same place that Wally caught his.
Yes, and
I-
it's like, excuse me, what the fuck? You could just get this thing in the very beginning of the game, and then so round 2, we start up the game, and it's like, oh god, it's just not here. I don't even know.
Yeah.
How did he find it? Step
5%
1
or something?
Yeah,
like-
that little son of a bitch.
Yeah, like Wally being the king of the 5%, and I was like, where is this thing?
There's that one screenshot of someone grinded for Wally getting a shiny Ralts.
Oh my god, I hate that. I didn't even know that it was possible.
You gotta
Wait, to grind for Wally?
Wally getting a shiny Ralts.
I hate that.
Oh, why?
To probably put a screenshot on the
Yeah.
Look, Reddit.
Give me my upvotes. Oh, it was all worth it.
Oh, I'm gonna get gold. Oh, I'm golding. Oh, I'm golden.
Man, the Gardevoir really brought it all on us, didn't it?
Oh yeah. But yeah, it was amazing because it's like, I don't even know what this is, but I want whatever that is. And then so you finally get it, and it's like, oh shit, it's so weak. And then you finally like use it, and then it evolves, and it's like, oh god, this is actually good. And then it evolves again. It's like, fuck, this is good. And also,
Oh, yeah.
and then you finally reach puberty, and then and then you actually like start thinking. It's
Okay, all right.
like,
Let's not cross that line just yet. I want to talk about Ralts as probably the most. I think it's the best version of Magikarp.
Yes,
Easily.
I absolutely agree.
Because it's the one where you find very early in the game,
Yeah.
and it sucks as a Ralts. Holy shit!
The term time dedicator is probably that image right there.
Absolutely fucking sucks.
Yes.
As a Ralts. I don't think it even learns any physical moves.
It doesn't need a physical move.
Well, as Ralts, it doesn't have anything to hit it with.
Oh,
Maybe-
it learns confusion.
Maybe confusion. That's about it.
Until like level, there's a certain level where it learns it and Rube's Emerald, didn't it?
Levels 13.
Yeah, and you get like a level 3, 5.
5.
So you have to swap it out.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Which
It's-
at the time is a freaking nightmare.
It sucked. And like compare that to fucking Magikarp, which at least it learns tackle at a
Yeah.
certain point.
Even then, it's still
Even
not
though
even viable.
Magikarp has like the attack of a terrible attack. It's
Yeah.
awful. Like if a level 60 Magikarp did attack on level 5 Pokemon, I don't know if it would knock it out.
Yeah,
No.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, probably not.
But yeah,
fight it with other Magikarps.
there you go.
But it's like once it learns confusion, it feels like its own evolution. Like it had, what is it? Like it's its own pit stop when
Yeah.
you finally hit confusion.
And then
it can finally do something.
Like, oh my god, it's actually viable in battle now.
It works.
It can
works.
hit something
It can
and then
do
you swap
something.
it
It
out.
can do something now. If
Yeah.
there's a poison type out there, send out
get
rolls.
fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then it finally evolves to Curlia, and it's a usable Pokemon on your team.
absolutely.
And then you get to Gardevoir, and it's the Alakazam of fucking Emerald.
The best part about Gardevoir, and I will
That you don't need a link cable.
yes, absolutely. The fact is that you get raw. Yeah, I understand the grind and everything, but you get it so early in the game, but it can potentially be a second starter. That's how good it is.
I think it's better than the starters, just because even when you compare it to the other starters, it has such a huge move pool.
Yes.
The fact that it can learn shit like Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, Psychic.
Oh, it learns anything special.
Well, like it's insane.
Yes.
What move pool Gardevoir has. And I think that's kind of why I always like Gardevoir from a gameplay perspective. I think every game should have its own kind of like Ralts to Gardevoir kind of gimmick.
Yeah.
Make it super rare. Maybe it doesn't have to be rare, but just somewhat not the Zigzagoon or the Rattata of the game.
Give it reason to put time and effort into it, and it'll actually benefit you in the end.
Yeah, I want more Pokemon like that, and I think that's why I love Gardevoir from a gameplay perspective.
Yeah.
And yeah, just in terms of how it does, like teach it Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, like Thunderbolt, Psychic, like fucking whatever, man.
It's actually viable for many different strats too, because you can also even make it a Hypnosis and Dream Eater type too.
Yep. If you give it the right TMs, it can solo the fucking Elite Four.
It really can, and believe it or not, afterwards in ORS it gets its own Mega. So there you go.
Yeah,
and
it's even better.
And arguably it becomes better because it gets a Psychic type.
Yeah.
I mean the Fairy type.
Because
Yeah.
Gardevoir's biggest obstacle before was
It's
Drake,
solo.
and in the Elite Four.
I thought it was Sydney.
Sydney, it should be the
That's
number
also
one.
true. Also Sydney. That's true, actually. But yeah, now that it learns Fairy, it has no
Yeah.
problem with either.
Exactly.
Yeah, it kind of owns both of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, Gardevoir is probably one of the Pokemon that really benefit the most from Fairy. Then again, I
Yes.
feel like any Pokemon that retroactively got Fairy got buffed.
Got an upgrade. Yeah.
because
yeah.
Fairy's just that good of a type.
Especially Togekiss, which is now a Flying Fairy, which is arguably a hell of a lot better than Flying Normal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because normal doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
But you're right, because Gardevoir also just got Moonblast.
Yeah.
And
Moonblast,
and
Dazzling
Draining
Gleam,
Kiss.
and Draining Kiss even earlier.
Fucking Christ.
Fucking, it's such a bitch to deal with.
And believe it or not, it learns Magical Leaf even earlier too, which still makes it viable against Roxanne if you need it.
Oh yeah.
And,
Wait,
and considering,
when did it learn Magical Leaf?
I believe level,
Pretty early on, if I remember.
I believe as soon as it evolves into a Corellia.
Is that like 16?
No, it evolves at 20.
Oh, I can't use it because that's above the level of the Roxanne. Sorry, maybe
know.
next fight, maybe next gym.
Believe it or not, you can't even use Corellia against Brawly either, because it you just go so fast.
Confusion.
To get it. Yeah, of course, but it's not as if that the confusion's going to be strong enough to take him out yet.
Maybe
it
not,
could be.
Maybe not a fucking I don't think it has a Hariyama. I think it's a Makuhita.
Yes,
It's Makita.
Yeah, you can.
it's a Machop and a Makuhita.
You can probably take out the Makuhita.
Yeah, you can.
with it.
Yeah, just make sure that doesn't get touched.
Machop's slow. They're both slow enough Pokemon where you might one-shot them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or two-shot them probably.
As long as you don't have a shitty nature Ralts.
exactly.
Fucking adamant female Ralts feels bad, man.
Hey, but at least you can learn Psycho Cut and Psyshock now.
Great.
Which Psyshock was always like the one type that just like pissed me off the most. But it's always viable on a Gallade. Yay!
If someone were to break into the room right now and hold a gun to my head and say, which is your favorite Psychic type Pokemon, I'd probably say Gardevoir.
It'd be mine. And it's
Honestly.
funny too because Espeon's like right there.
Yeah. Without thinking about it, obviously.
Yeah.
If I go through the list, like there's probably one or two. Maybe I can find like, yeah, okay, maybe this one. But yeah, Gardevoir's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's a cool, sleek design too.
I'm more of a Sigilyph stan myself.
The Gen 5 one?
Yeah.
Gen 5 Flying Psychic.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool too.
It's such a cool design.
But we'll get to that when we get there.
Yeah. Two more. And then we'll get to your favorite.
Okay, let's talk about where a lot of my favorites actually are, surprisingly, in the Hoenn, which are the fucking legendaries.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, man, but this legendary pool fucking pops off for me.
It really does.
So-
Even though there's a fuck ton of them.
There was only...
Compared to Gen 1 and 2, yeah, but it's nothing compared to Gen 4. Gen 4 is notoriously the legendary fucking pool.
I'm counting like 7? No,
There's
wait, 8.
10.
Wait, what's the other?
There's the
Reggie Trio, there's
yeah.
the Weather Trio,
Yeah.
there's
Latios and Latios,
Oh.
Deoxys and Jirachi.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about Larius.
and I like all of them, like a lot.
I still feel like I'm missing one too.
I think that's all of them.
Yeah. 10. 10 from 4.
Mm-hmm.
My god.
I mean, again, nothing compared to fucking Sinnoh.
Oh fuck.
Oh god, I love my mythicals.
Yeah, there's 10. Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
So, as I already said, Registeel's my favorite Pokemon, and the other two Reggies are not too far behind.
No.
They're fucking cool as shit. I wish they were more usable, and maybe give a little more hints on how to fucking get them.
Especially that early in when it comes to like world building in your games.
Just drop a book somewhere. Like you gotta read to the book and be like, this is how you look in the camera and say, this is how you get Regirock.
Nintendo, I promise you, not everyone who is like from the ages of like 10 to 13 knew Braille at the time.
Fucking Christ, dude.
Oops.
Yeah.
Let alone the blind kids that couldn't play Pokemon, as opposed to the people who couldn't read Braille.
You needed a Relicanth and a Wailord that learned Flash. Do it specifically in front of that thing, and then it opens up the boxes, and each of those little cave things have their own little puzzle, such as what is it? Walk in this certain pattern direction.
Yes.
And then I think
use an escape rope.
Use strength or escape rope. It's one of those. Use rock smash.
One of the
Use
other.
an HM. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
I no wonder why I never got the trio. Because I don't have much of an emotional attachment to them because I never got them as a kid. Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people
I think
did.
they look cool.
It was that thing where my friend who had internet told me, hey, this is how you
Yes.
how you get the Reggie.
It's always the kids with the internet. They're like, oh, why don't you have this? It's like, how the hell do I do that? It's like, oh, do this and then this, and like, oh my gosh, what is it like to have all this source of information?
He looked it up for me, and I was like, oh fuck, awesome. And I got the Reggies.
It was that moment when a friend of mine like finally introduced me to the concept of what Surabie is, and I'm like, how is there an entire website dedicated to Pokemon? It's
that
like,
took me a while.
Oh, dude, here, and then like scrolled through it, and I'm like, oh my god, my brain's expanding. It just like starts melting out of my ears.
Ah, jeez. What was Professor Birch's gimmick?
Habitats.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Even though he got like chased out by a Poochyena and almost shit himself. Or a Zigzagoon, depending on your version.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
I think Poochyena's a bit more aggressive, so
at least that one's a bit more understanding. The Zigzagoon's just more funnier.
Yeah.
It was trying to pick up its wedding ring.
Oh no.
No, don't.
Please.
My wife's gonna be so fucking pissed.
But yeah, holy shit, this legendary trio is fucking sick.
Yes, it
Holy
really
fuck.
is. Especially when it comes to viability and their typings, especially their abilities.
Oh yeah,
holy shit.
Like Ho-Oh and Lugia, they're cool. Mewtwo as a standalone, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But fucking A, man, like Mewtwo's cool, but I look at Rayquaza and my inner kid is like, whoa!
If you were like me and like 300 other like kids and you grew up with Dragon Ball, you're like, oh, Shenron! I can catch that!
At fucking level 70, fucking just throw that Master Ball at that shit.
Oh
Fuck.
my god. Level 70,
do
extreme speed, fly, and Dragon Claw.
And do a childhood favorite activity. Use Rayquaza solo in the Elite Four. A classic activity.
Clean sweep.
Classic activity.
Today I will hit the outrage button.
Yes.
I will say, the trio, I'm not too attached to Kyogre. Never played Sapphire as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Groudon I have some attachment because I played Ruby, but I really just like Rayquaza a lot because you get it in either version of Gen 3.
Yes.
And I just think it just looks the coolest.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's sick as fuck.
And to be fair, I always did like the look of Kyogre more. Just because Groudon was always like big monster. Like the first thing that I associated him with was like Godzilla.
I think that was the point.
Yeah. But the one that I associated with Kyogre was Shamu from SeaWorld.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like, it's just an orca whale. It looks so sleek and shiny. I want to use it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was kind of based on Orchid Whale. Or
It
whales.
is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kyogre is, I think when you look at a Pokemon that looks like a fish, like an actual fish-ass fish, it's easily the best one.
It's really fish. It's quite the fish, yes.
Fish, yeah, I would even say it's better than Sharpedo in my humble opinion.
Design-wise?
Design-wise,
Yeah.
And obviously stat-wise, duh. But,
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say, I think Kyogre definitely looks the best when you see it swimming, like underneath water, and it looks like there's something kind of like magical about it.
Yeah.
I think that's why I've always liked Kyogre's design.
Is always really good in the anime too, because I always like the idea that in Omega
Looks great
Ruby
in
and
Mystery
Alpha...
Dungeon.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Looks amazing in Mystery Dungeon.
I always like the idea in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire where it's like you get on the back of these they're supposed to be titans of like continental titans, and then you get back on their backs and they're like the size of like maybe a California king size like mattress.
Yeah.
But in the anime they're like Titanic sized Pokemon, and you can like sit on like the little head of it. And like they're huge.
Alpha Groudon.
Alpha. He gets big.
absolute unit. I think Groudon was the heaviest Pokemon for a while. I don't know if that's changed.
I think it's Regigigas now.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if it's an Ultra Beast now that holds that fucking title, considering how
Yeah,
weird they
Ultra
are.
Beasts are strange.
But
yeah.
and yeah, and then-
Rayquaza is just fantastic.
fucking great. I think Latios and Latios are neat.
I think
They're
they're
fine.
cute.
Yeah.
They are cute, especially Latias.
Yeah.
They're a bitch to catch, but they're neat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I like the concept that they're jet planes. That was always the coolest thing.
that is pretty cool.
I hate their Megas though. Their Megas can fucking
I like them.
Screw off.
I
They're
like
kind of
them.
yeah. I'm okay with them, but I don't think too highly of them.
and the two mythicals are pretty cool in their own right as well.
I wish Jirachi had anything to go off of.
Jirachi has like a movie that I kind of like, and it's okay. Deoxys fucking rules.
Oh,
Deoxys
yeah.
is.
I think I like Deoxys more than Rayquaza because I just like its concept more, and I think it's just more unique.
I really wish you actually could find one in Meteor Falls.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially considering that it's not even meant like the whole idea for Deoxys isn't even like centered around Meteor Falls when it should be. And I'm like, what the hell? Because like
Yeah.
you don't technically even find the meteors that it's supposed to change its form. You just get the event and then you just find it. Like, and you're just able to change the forms later. But it's like, but then what's the point of the Meteor Falls if you're not going to use the meteors for the meteor Pokemon? Game Freak, what the fuck?
I'm gonna. If I find Game Freak.
Oh, I'm gonna grab it by its collar and I'm gonna slap it so silly.
Oh, where's my National Dex? Oh, I'm gonna get angry.
But Jirachi, I was say was just neat.
It's cute.
Yeah,
It's got a little eye in its tummy.
it's probably my least favorite of the fucking 10.
Yeah.
If we want to compare it to the last two baby mythicals,
Yeah.
I think it's the weakest. Mew and Celebi.
It's also not gonna be the last either.
Yeah, I like those two more than Jirachi.
But Jirachi's still fine.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But yeah, for me, legendaries in this gen, fantastic.
Certainly better than like the other first two, because like they,
Some of the
it felt
trios
like-
could be pretty rough.
It felt like they tried in this one a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Kanto had like 5,
Yes.
and like I like most of them actually. The only one that's a bad one is like Moltres. Johto actually were all pretty solid, except I don't care for like Raikou. But even then, I don't think he's bad.
I just don't pop off at any,
Riku.
except for maybe Mewtwo. I think Mewtwo and
Mewtwo.
Articuno are two pop-offs for me.
Yeah.
I would pop off a Mewtwo, yeah. But yeah, like
But for me, yeah, I wouldn't have a lot of pop-offs. But for you?
I would pop off Rayquaza and especially Deoxys. I think Deoxys is one of the coolest Pokemon ever made.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
Genuinely, I think it's a cool Pokemon. I wish it was actually real in like Gen 3 and not at least in ORAS you can get it post game, which I think
Thank
is,
God.
Yeah.
which is acceptable.
Yeah. I always thought I always kind of like the concept instead, where like I kind of wish you could get Deoxys. Deoxys becomes accessible the minute you get Rayquaza.
Yeah, which actually
That
they
is
luckily
funny.
they do in
ORAS.
in ORAS.
Or ass.
Especially the fact that that's also the battle that you get to use Rayquaza's
Yeah, Mega.
Mega, which is also really weird because it's one of the strongest Mega evolutions to Deoxys, which can barely take a hit.
Unless it's sus mode.
Yes, absolutely. But
It's gotta be
unfortunately,
so
if we-
tanky because it's gotta protect itself from sussies.
From imposters.
Oh no!
Of course.
Oh god, I killed Cleon. Oh, sorry, Zorak would be more
Oh my god, a
appropriate.
Ditto!
Yeah, Zorak is definitely an imposter.
Yes.
Alright, let's move on, because this conversation sucks. Fucking Among Us Pokemon fucking parody.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking shit.
Well, I can't wait for Gen 5.
We
We finished Pokemon.
We got
We
through the
finished-
Pokemon.
finished the Pokemon. Alright. Let's talk about what was it, the gyms?
The gyms and the Meowth.
Gyms in the map. As I said, most genius gameplay shit out there is Ralts in essentially the second kind of route area-ish.
Yeah.
I kind of count route, like the first route and the one where you kind of fight Brandon for the first time. Kind of just one big route.
Technically, that's
Yeah.
supposed to be like Route 8, but I totally understand what you mean.
It just feels like one big route to me.
Yeah.
I think it's very cool that you pass your dad's gym.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's
If
just
we-
like, remember that for later.
If
Yeah,
we get into
yeah.
story, at least you know you have a set of parents.
Yes.
Yes.
One of them may
More
be
of that.
one of them may be neglectful, but at least you know.
He's working. Come on, give him a
He
break.
doesn't live that far from Little Root.
He lets you live in the room rent free.
I also like the idea that he moved that family technically moved from Johto to Hoenn.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh, did you not?
There's some interesting.
Yeah,
lore.
I love the idea, and just because I like the headcanon.
Good upgrade.
That Norman saw a brochure for Hoenn, and he saw like a little slack off. He's like, "Aww, we're moving," and like Brendan's like, "What? What do you mean moving?" And so they packed up everything and they moved just so he could have a new normal type Pokemon.
You know what's something we never discussed about the Gen 2, which were the trainer designs, or Gen 1, your own trainer designs, but
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
we can. Red sure is a boy with a hat.
Red's iconic. I like how simple Leaf is, but I sometimes don't like how she's stylized in the original concept
She has
art.
a hat, yeah. But she also has a skirt because she's a girl.
I think Crystal's whatever her name is.
Marin?
There's like Crystal, the girl, and then there's the Heart Gold
Lyra.
version, which is
Lyra.
way
Lyra.
better.
Oh,
that
that's
one, yeah.
right.
I don't like the Crystal one because her ponytails look kind of weird.
Oh, how they kind of like jut out like why not ears?
Yeah.
Something?
Yeah, it's odd. It's very strange.
Yeah,
I-
Gold's alright.
I like Gold.
He got the backwards hat. He's a good boy.
I think Gold's cool.
I think he's alright. Yeah.
I like Gold more than Brendan.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. I can confirm on that.
Which Brendan?
Uh,
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I hate the Oras one.
I die on a hill whenever someone says like, no, Emerald Brendan looks terrible.
I don't know.
are you
Emerald's
kind
great.
of guys like Emerald Brendan is actually the best one?
It is.
Oh, okay. I gotta fight this battle myself.
Let's go.
Double battle solo. It's that moment in fucking Arceus where you have to fight with one Pokemon
Yeah,
versus fucking God. I hate that so much.
It's such a dick move. Anyways,
Let me pull out my three later.
I think Emerald Brendan is probably the best Brendan. I don't think anyone's gonna argue against that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like Gold a lot.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I like
gonna argue
it.
with
And I
that.
also think May's better than Brendan.
Depends how I feel that day.
I think May was kind of watered down due to the anime. Like, I was way too used to seeing her where I'm like,
That's
nah,
fair.
I'll just pick this one just because he looks new.
Also, I think Ruby May's better than like Emerald May.
Yep, I agree.
I might have, yeah.
I agree with that
you
one.
on
I'm not a huge fan of Oras
No.
May, even though some people
I
think otherwise.
actually like Oras May. I think she's really cute.
Okay.
I see what you mean.
Now, Brendan, I'm not gonna. I'm
yeah,
not gonna
that's
fight.
a tragedy.
Brendan got a downgrade.
That's a
That poor
tragedy.
guy.
Did you know it was actually a beanie?
No!
I did. And that's what's a weird thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, they actually mixed it up a bit. He actually has white hair and a headband. That's new. And I'm like, oh no, wait, it was a beanie this entire time. I hate that.
Some double D ass motherfucker.
Yeah, right? Like, what?
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Oof.
All right. Anyways, that was a little.
And then everyone's like, but you could always see it at the sprite. And I'm like, who the hell is looking at the trainer sprite when you're entering battle? Come on.
I've always liked how the fucking you come in like in a car. I always thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Back in the moving truck.
That was
You're
always
not
funny.
even up front. You're in the back
And I'm
with
like-
the shit.
And I'm like, where the hell did you drive from?
Better hope the
Johto. I don't even know how.
Yeah, how? There's just water everywhere. Unless you like
and you're surrounded by forest.
unless
There's
you
no
like
road.
landed somewhere like I don't know, fucking Mauville town.
Like some kind of Fortnite map.
Which I will always love the idea is that technically you drive in a truck, but you're in the middle of Swinleaf?
Little
Littleroot. You're in the middle of Littleroot, and it's literally surrounded by trees.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
and it's
where
just
the hell did this
one
come
way
from?
out, in and out.
Yeah, Pokemon has a weird thing with
It's
that.
so funny though, and you just hop out.
It's why the concept of cars have kind of slowly been fading out of Pokemon and been trying to be like, yeah, let's just use Pokemon. They're the transportation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's also the first concept of using an actual in-game clock
Mhm.
because you have to start it the first time.
That's true.
Machoke's carrying your shit while mom's like, yeah, this is easy. Look, your dad's on screen.
Yeah, look at it. Come back to me after you beat.
Mom's so Jack pointing at the TV.
Yeah, it's like come back to me after you beat your dad so I can give you the amulet coin finally.
Yeah. But yeah, you go up the route and shit. Do that shit. Anything significant to say? I think the forest is kind of interesting because you don't have to engage with it that much compared to like Viridian Forest and everything.
With like the forest after the
Dad Town.
Yeah.
the Dad Town. Yeah, it's fine. It's kind of notable because that's the first encounter you get like Team Aqua or Team Magma, depending on what version you're fucking.
Team Emerald is the best, or Emerald is the best version of the conflict.
Because you get both.
That's true.
They're both fucking dumb.
Yeah, but at least I find it kind of cool, notable that at least this version different.
It's not Team Rocket.
This version different, and yeah, that this version difference. Like, oh, what if we had a different team? And then it's
what
not,
if the teams had rivalries? What the hell?
And that's
That was
kind
a
of
bold stance.
that was kind of cool. It's not that big, but it's kind of neat.
It's still the only gen that I was only done that. Nope, Gen 5. But yeah, that part was neat. Something very unremarkable that I always kind of liked is how you fight the one fucking rich trainer, and it uses a fucking full restore to heal its
Oh,
Pokemon.
that son of a bitch!
It's the funniest thing to me every time.
It's the rich boy, and then the rich lass at the very on the opposite
Yeah,
end
and
of
I
the
want to
forest.
beat the shit out of him.
They give you good money at least.
They do.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
fucking prick.
And the fucking little guy chasing his fucking Wingull. It's kind of funny to me.
Yeah. The old man, get back here, Pico.
Come on. And then the Team Magma / Aqua guys are like, fuck you.
I'm gonna steal your Wingull. It's like, but why?
I don't know.
So that route below Rustboro always I'm like, fuck, I gotta do it.
It's kind of a trick, which is funny.
What, are you talking about the one right after the forest? It's not that big.
It's just like you're already past the forest. I'm like, fucking shit.
It's not that long, honestly. I mean,
Yeah,
the only thing
it isn't.
The only thing I worry about is like, oh shit,
The double
battle.
Yep, that's the one I stress about, and not getting caught by the rich girl.
Yeah.
Well, the rich
Because
girl's not
believe it or not,
bad.
that one actually has just 5 encounters, and one of them is actually passable, which is the fisherman.
The fishman, you don't have to talk to him.
It's because you've already done like one route below, then the forest, and now the route above. Like, god damn it, just let me get to Rustboro. And when you do, it's like, thank fucking god, give me the fucking PC.
Whoa, wait, but you missed something.
Did I?
Berries.
Oh, do you like them a lot?
I do. I love. There's.
I have nothing much to say about them.
I don't either.
I'll get to a specific part in the map that's basically just the berry house, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can finally live up my wanted dream of being a berry farmer in Pokemon.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Because believe it or not, like you get to have like all these berries, and it's like, oh, this is really cool and stuff. And then it actually gives you purpose, because there's also narratively a place that's also used for berry farming, and I'm like, I like this place a lot. Because it gives you lepa berries, lum berries, citrus berries.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of shit.
It gives you the plethora, and I'm like, I like this place.
I never fucked with berries because I always found them like kind of a hassle to deal with.
Unfortunately, if you ever want to get a Feebas to evolve into a Milotic, you need all those
because
horrid berries.
you need to increase its beauty stat.
It's gonna, like, fish, you're gonna look so freaking pretty, but man, you're gonna hit like a truck.
So, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Like, let's do an imaginary LP in my head and do every fucking talk about every single little detail. I think maybe we should be a little more general when it comes to this.
Yeah,
Or
or
else the homework's gonna-
we'll be here for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Well, let's get to Rustboro.
So yeah.
Let me fight Roxanne.
The nose pass can give you trouble if you don't have a combustion.
Yeah, like it's kind of just it's just a tough asshole.
Yeah.
But luckily-
where the fuck did you get that thing?
Yeah, good question.
Well, luckily, actually, that's a really good question.
Got him.
But luckily, you are able to grind enough trainers where getting a Torchic to a Combuskin is not hard.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Usually, I don't usually have a.
You even
hard
have
time
the
with
other
it.
route after Rustboro before the cave to do that, which is always appreciated when that's an option.
Yes.
I can definitely tell this game I've tried a little harder with trying to make the caves and forests a little more diverse looking.
Yes.
Like maybe make the landscape obviously, probably because they have the resources obviously.
Right.
They finally got more than 36 colors to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the steam. What's the cave called with Windspurs?
Wismer Cave.
Fuck.
Oh,
It kind of
it really
look,
is.
It does look unique.
Because guess what? All you can get there
It's Wismer.
There's the steamy Camprock Cave or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the volcano path.
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
My favorite part was the ash area. I always thought that looked
Yeah.
interesting.
That looked really aesthetically cool.
hmm And the fucking mega route is always a thing I
The mega- what?
associate with Hoenn, which is, you know, I talked about how Cerulean City was the Kanto area. For me, the Hoenn area is the route right where you cross with Surf for the first time.
Oh, you mean
where
the
the concept
forest?
of Mega Evolution comes into play.
I don't remember that part
Wait,
very
then
well.
what do you call it? The Mega Route?
Oh, sorry, the routes it's just big. The one where you get to Fortree City.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
oh.
one that's always rainy.
The really massive fucking one.
It feels like more than one route. I feel like it is, but it does feel like one
It's
big ass
one
route.
long shot.
It's a
Yeah.
huge. It like
And there's so many side areas.
and yeah, then there's trainers. You gotta do the weather thing. Your rival fight right before Fortree City,
you can find the Kecleon on there.
but
That's
you
where
had
you
to.
find Phoebus.
Yeah, and then you had to do that. You had to exit Fortree. Then the Keklin and Steve was like, "Wow, neat. Here's this."
Yeah.
Here's a Self Scope. And also a Mega Stone if you're playing War
And there's your berry farm that you're looking for. Like that's the route for me. Like
That's
Hoenn
fair.
area.
For me, I feel like I like the routes of Mobile where there's one with North.
Yeah,
South,
Mauville
East.
City.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking central hub of
Yo,
fucking
Mauville.
routes.
I fucking hate Orath, fucking Mauville City.
It's disgusting.
It's kind of annoying to
the
traverse.
fact that it's an inside mall?
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
God, it's like, I remember when it used to be like that 3-parter where it's like, you can just zoom back and forth in order to, with your mock bike in order to like to hatch eggs and everything. But no, now you have to go in through the door and then finally go that way, and then out the door and then to the other way and then out the door. It's like, why make it this way?
I think it should be a city. It makes more sense because
Yes.
it is a crossroads city.
Yeah, but now it's a fucking mall.
Yeah, and that really annoyed the hell out of me.
It was like, no, but you have like penthouses upstairs. And I was like, no, this is gross.
What if a city was a mall? Bottom tax.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we got deserts now, baby. For the first time ever.
It's a
Trap
cool,
Pinch, baby.
It's a cool little desert.
Yeah.
I still hate the fact that you get Trap Pinch before Flannery, but I get it. Or after Flannery.
Oh yeah, you don't get the goggles. How do you get the goggles?
May gives them to you.
Oh, like
Or your rival gives them to you.
you're right.
After you beat the gym.
Oh fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's
So
kind of a dick move.
You technically don't get a ground type until after the fire type. And I'm like,
Numel though.
Huh?
Numel though.
if you really want it.
I mean, Count was a cool Pokemon. I think so, anyways. Even if it has a 4-type sweeps us to water.
Exactly.
So I like, as far as my favorite town in Hoenn, I like Mauville City just because it is kind of like it feels like a center hub more than anything.
Yeah.
But the town, I always thought like, man, I would love to live here. Even as a kid, I thought about this, which is kind of insane. because
Fortree.
I didn't really have that idea much as a kid, but for some reason, Liverpool just feels so nice.
Oh, is that this town with the
Lillico?
Department City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice looking place.
I like it.
There's something about it just always screamed to me like it'd be such a nice place to live in. I don't
It's
know.
like on the coast.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice weather.
That's the one with the
Feel
twins,
the
right?
breeze.
No,
no, that's the island.
Yeah. Lily
Liverpool
Cove's
is
the
right before
Department
that
show.
island.
Oh, that's right. Oh god, yeah, the one with the music. I remember.
the one.
with
It's one with
music.
the champion, the contest championship place.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
The
it
other
is.
feature.
The one that actually allows you to make the Pokeblock.
Yeah.
That's why it takes forever.
Slateport has always felt kind of sweaty to me.
Sweaty.
Yeah, like probably the amount of sailors that I see on.
Oh, yeah.
Slate-
To be fair, I love Slateport City.
That's nice.
That
It's a
music is probably one of my favorites in the entire game.
It has its own bazaar, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's the town that's based off Nagasaki. Don't quote me.
Could be.
But yeah, the iconic one.
That bit in the story also gave me trouble as a kid because it's like, oh, like I really want to go north so I can defeat the gym. Well, actually, you need to go talk to the ship maker. But in order to talk to the ship maker, you need to actually go back to the museum. And at the museum, you have to fight Team Aqua or Magma, and then you can go back and talk to the ship maker.
I fucking hate the route underneath the cycling road so fucking much.
Oh, you mean like the
the little walkaway?
the one
Yeah.
where you fight your rival?
Yeah.
That rival fight's fucking brutal.
That's a real knee kicker.
Notoriously.
Absolutely.
That is the Whitney of this fucking game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one that I continuously got the most like blackouts or whiteouts.
Yeah, as a kid, it kicked my ass.
Absolutely. Especially when you have a Combuskin versus that Marsh Tom. That ground type, it really grounds
fucks
Combuskin.
You really don't have a solid grass type at that point, I believe. Except maybe Burloom, but...
Unless you actually have that Curlia that has Magical Leaf, it's...
Yeah.
It's really hard.
On just that retrospective, I picked out Combuskin or something. Or, I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about the Mystery Man. The Mystery House. That shit...
I like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that shit was
I
cool.
never finished it.
I liked it a lot.
Those puzzles kick my ass to this day.
Yeah.
They're kind of a fun challenge to me.
I agree.
It's a fun diversion, and I like it.
It's always the moment when
The fucking song that kicks in when you go in.
the Safari Zone song. Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. It's always funny when they reuse assets and like, I know that one. Just like how in Gen 1, the Safari Zone theme is the evolution theme.
That's true. That was always weird to me.
Dun 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 dun
Holy
dun
shit.
dun dun.
Yeah, that one was weird to me though.
Yeah. But it was unique because you only got to hear it so few times.
The Hot Spring Town.
You know what? Maybe I might choose that one.
Really? Because
Yeah.
Flannery's there?
No, because of the hot spring.
And also Flannery.
No,
The
well,
hot spring's pretty cool. You get a why not egg there.
it's weird. All those kind of ruined Flannery for me.
I don't know. I think most of the new designs have been pop-offs for me.
I actually really like
No, I meant
Flannery.
like her personality wise.
I like it in Oras because it really showcased her like nervousness, and I like
Yeah.
that because it shows like she's just a new gym leader and she's like
She's
still
taking
not
over
quite
for
used
Grandpa.
to it. I know. I really like Oras Flannery, honestly.
That's fair. She's still cute though.
Yeah.
It's funny. If not that, it was probably Winona, and if not her, maybe.
Oh, I know who's the biggest upgrade.
Who?
It's Sydney.
Sydney. Honestly,
Oh my God.
To be fair, I
Holy shit.
still like Sydney from the originals.
I think it's, I don't know, his weird fucking pose where he's just like, like kind of like fucking
I like
walk
it-
dancing towards fucking.
No, I really like him sitting in the chair though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's really him.
Oras was the fucking upgrade.
No, I
Like,
get
holy
that.
shit. He made him to one of the most boring to one of the coolest fucking characters in that game. Just on the aspect of design alone.
Oh yeah.
Still can't beat Drake though. Holy shit.
Well,
I don't
Drake's
think
just
there's-
badass.
Holy
I don't think
fucking
there's
shit.
ever miss. I don't think Drake could ever miss.
There's a reason why they left Drake untouched.
Yeah.
In design. The
Drake's
design
like
department.
one of the best Elite Four members. Period.
I still wish
I think
they-
he's one of the best designs Pokemon
He's so
trainers.
cool.
Period. Holy fuck, dude.
He's so fucking cool.
It's funny too because Phoebe is super cute, and it's weird how she's like right there, like she's like almost there, but it's like Glacia. I wish they could do a little bit more with
I'm glad they at least changed up her body type so there's a little bit of like
difference.
yeah.
Because she looks so much like what's her face from Gen 1, the ghost girl, ghost lady,
Agatha?
Agatha. Yeah.
She reminds me more of the ice one from Gen 8. The MILF.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? That's no.
They I don't
No.
I guess I'm the aspect that I feel they kind of MILF the fighter. MILF, oh god. MILF,
for this one?
MILFification. Which I think
That's my superpower.
I think people just call that pregnancy, but you know,
Oh god.
instead of using
Hey, I
MILF,
can make that work.
instead of MILFification, Christ, what the internet has ruined us.
Yes.
Oh,
Fuck.
finally you realize.
The word MILFification shouldn't be banned on. Oh god.
Go to Urban Dictionary.
Yeah,
It's actually been a thing for 16 years.
I hate it. All right. Anyways,
But yeah, I'm glad they did something with her design.
but yeah, everyone, Finona, Roxanne,
Yeah.
They all got screwed. Brawly as well. Oh my god, Brawly was so boring before.
Brawly got cooler.
Brawly is definitely better than Oras.
It's weird too because in the show he was supposed to be a surfer, but I'm like, then if that was your whole gimmick, then why are you a fighting type?
I'm T-shirt man. Hey,
He's
what's up?
he's literally t-shirts and border shorts. Like Brawly, my guy, your name is Brawly, and then finally in this one, does he actually have like a freaking gym? That's a gym.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is so much better.
And I like his tan look. It really suits him.
It
really
better,
does.
especially considering he lives on the beach, not
I don't know, I
on
like that.
the beach.
Yeah.
Your dad gets better in Oras.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really does just stand there. I also like the fact that before he's like, man, I never would have thought that I was actually going to be taking on my own kid. And then afterwards he's like, God, I couldn't be more proud of you. And it's like, I'm sorry, Dad, I legitimately cannot sit here and be like, yeah, I appreciate the normal types. I just saying, and then just walk out like with a freaking handful of fighting types, and like,
I always think
I'm glad I picked out Blaziken.
exactly.
I'm thinking that he says like, I'm so proud of you. I'm like, dude, I just used Protect Stall when you use Slacking, for God's sake. It's not
That's
that big.
dirty.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, I've always just went for the Sky Uppercut.
Yeah.
But fuck, man, Protect on Slacking, that's so dirty.
You got Sky Uppercut that early? It should be. It should still be double kick. Unfortunately, you don't get
Maybe it
Sky
was
Uppercut
double.
until 64.
Maybe it was double.
And
double.
unfortunately, you don't get Brick Break until the 8th gym.
I think you can buy it in the department store.
No,
I'll trust your word.
I hate it that you can only get it the one time.
Fair.
It's one of the people in the I forget what the last town is. It's funny. I've played this game maybe Sutopolis City.
Supertopolis.
I'm
Cool
like-
city.
Very cool
Very.
city. I like the fact that it's literally in the middle of a volcano.
Oh, I thought. Oh, really?
It's-
Volcano.
Yeah, that's the reason why it's like dome shaped like that.
Yeah, if you go underground, it's
It's where the legendary is.
Huh.
So it's either a volcano or an abyss, whichever. But it's one guy in the very tip top where it's like, oh, you like fighting? Here's a disc. Here's Brick Break, and you're like, fucking finally, my God, here Blaziken take this.
it just looks at it, just like slams it in its head. I know Brick now.
No, he takes it and chops it in half. Like, yes.
They learn it by hitting the disc that way.
There we go.
Oh, you didn't know that Pokemon have like an insert disc?
That's.
Here, Mawile will learn to swallow, and she just looks at it in disgust, like,
Not again.
But yeah, I always like the concept of 4-Tree City, just because it's all tree houses. It's so pretty.
That is pretty neat.
It also has a fantastic theme song.
Hate going through it, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I wish there was a faster way to get through that place.
I like the secret houses in Pokemon Gen 3.
They made it interesting.
Yeah.
I don't care for them because I felt like it was kind of frivolous.
That's fair.
Like,
It
there
really is, but I liked it.
Sure.
I like the idea of just going to like some random place with like hollow out a wall, and I'm like, this is my spot now.
It's kind of like how I feel about Minecraft, at least creative mode. I'm like, I don't want to do anything.
That's
so I
fair.
don't.
That's fair.
But for people who do, shit, dog.
Oh my gosh.
Place
Place
Minecraft. Place Minecraft.
Oh.
yeah. Pokemon Hoenn.
Oh. And then we get to Sinnoh. Oh.
That'll be me.
Yeah. Well, because just of making secret bases.
Oh, okay.
There's literally an entire mechanic for that.
But I think that's. I mean, I'm nothing else we can really discuss about those kind of gyms. I guess we can talk about Hoenn's never felt hard.
No.
No.
I mean, besides that one fucking Brendan/May battle.
I will admit, there's one moment in Emerald that caught me as a kid, where that was after you beat,
Your meat.
yes,
Of
to
course.
Gardevoir.
Of course.
After you beat, I believe it was Archie in the Aqua Tunnel, their little base, you have to go back to the Mount Magma and you have to like scale down the mountain. And there's like this one section where there's a magma grunt sitting right there.
Yeah.
And before you can progress the story, you actually have to go beat Maxie at that little area. And I just didn't know how to do that. So I'm like, where do I go?
Yeah, scaling down that mountain is pretty annoying.
Yeah, and then so you finally get down there, and so you're like, oh, here's a grunt. And you talk to him, and it just breaks down a wall. And I'm like, oh, I'll just go here then. Okay. And then you scale through it, and then you beat Maxie, and it's like, okay, now you can go on.
Aqua is fucking... At least Magma has a point. Aqua is fucking stupid.
Magma's dumb. Aqua's stupider.
Holy shit. They really proved that, because at least Maxie is just nerd emoji.
Yeah.
But like, fucking...
His Aura design's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of ruined Tabitha, but oh well. Tabitha went from scary grunt member to Family Guy.
He really did. He really did. But Courtney got hotter.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the Aqua one?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that's Shelly. Courtney's the second admin to Magma.
To Team Magma.
Oh, is Courtney the...
She's the one who acts like a robot. Yeah, believe it or not, she just acts like a robot for no reason. In fact, I do say that she got hotter. I still liked her better in Emerald.
I don't know. I think that one manga guy was really onto something. They just looked at the generic female grunt.
That's fair.
They were really onto something.
They're really cute.
It's the moment. It's the moment when Courtney and Emerald had like the midriff bearing like magma top, and she also had the long dress with a slit in it, and I'm like, ooh, I like that style a lot. And then now they just gave her like this weird like pants suit. It's awkward, but she looks cuter in the face.
Shelly's hot though.
Shelly looks fucking fantastic now.
And I also really like Archie's design.
Who's the other guy? The big guy?
Matt.
Yeah, Matt turned into Whitebeard.
He really did. Can we get much higher?
The Kyogre is real.
The Kyogre is real.
But yeah, honestly, at this point, Shelly just doesn't miss either way because I like her in both forms.
I like Aura's form. Shelly
I really
Aura's
like.
is so much better.
I still like her big poofy ginger hair. It's still cute. I like it.
I don't know.
But yeah,
go for it.
This one is.
I would type
hot.
Ebony in Pornhub and I would Shelly would show up.
I hope so. I would look at that.
Probably Nessa, honestly, nowadays.
Yeah.
True.
It's funny because Bay would
Both
still
are
be mine.
acceptable.
Yeah, Courtney had no time to shine once Nessa came in.
Oh. Nessa or Shelly?
And Courtney had no time. Nessa then now at the spotlight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Archie got a fucking crazy fucking design change. Fucking shit.
Hell
It's
yeah.
so much better.
Oh yeah.
He went from generic white guy to like a pirate dude, and I
Yeah.
think it's very, very great.
It's amazing.
The dude has freaking ice. I like the fact that he has a freaking chain with an anchor, and that's his Mega Stone.
That's very cool.
It's so good.
Meanwhile, Maxie's nerd emoji and has it on his glasses.
He's got his VR glasses on.
Actually, Hoenn's already 45% water.
So I think we could do more with a little bit more ground, personally.
Which, to be fair, he's got a fucking point.
That's why I say, like, okay, Maxie, I can understand your weird fucking backwards logic. But come on, Archie, what are you gonna do with more water? Oh no, I accidentally made Kyogre, now the whole thing's gonna flood. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
So many drowning deaths with Archie's plan.
Fucking shit.
But to be fair, at least when it comes to villain, that's the most detrimental.
He's definitely the craziest, even above Cyrus.
I think Cyrus
is still weird.
Cyrus is a bit. Cyrus is mentally ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Archie's just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the water's cool though.
The water makes sense poetically.
Archie is like, I bet he came from that one...
Subtopolis?
No, not Subtopolis. The one town you don't have to go to in Hoenn that's like on top of water. He's like, no, this is the life, brother. This is the life.
Yeah.
Log something town?
Yeah, the one that's just on logs.
The weirdest fucking... I guess it's a town?
Pacific Log Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a town.
I bet he's
is.
from there.
Yeah, he's like, oh god, this place is buried.
But those are the people that talk about Rayquaza, and you get something there.
It's adjacent to the place you have to go to for the Reggies.
Yes.
That's about it.
And it also helps you get back to Subtopolis City. Wow, it really just doesn't do much of anything.
No.
The best thing about it in Oras is that's where you get Mega Stones.
Yeah.
And I think it's one, and it's something.
Yep.
Who cares?
And the gameplay wise, it's never really been hard because you get unlike Gen 1 and 2, you get access to a lot of good Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
You get a really nice pool.
Yeah.
Even without like a Gardevoir or a starter,
Yeah.
you can get through with a Manectric would be pretty decent. You can get a Baned. You can get an Absol if you really wanted to. You can work with
if you wanted.
A Dusclops if you wanted to. Like you can work with shit in that gen. Hariyama really, bunch of good shit.
I love this gen. I'm
a
sorry.
good-
It's
it's a good
really
gen.
freaking good. I love this gen so much.
It's a really good gen. What else do we have on the list? What else do we normally talk about in these things?
Do you want to talk about Steven and Wallace?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about them.
Yeah.
I think Wallace is good as a champion because he represents Hoenn perfectly. It's Waterworld. Welcome, motherfucker.
Not only is it Waterworld, he's also one of the strongest trainers, and he's a contest champion.
Yeah,
That's true.
Like, it's a combination of everything.
I can agree if he's better representative of Hoenn, but I just like Steven more. I think he's just cooler.
I love Steven as a character.
That's why I like him more as a super boss because he's even stronger than a champion, and I think that's even cooler.
Also, Steven's Oras design, well, not that different, it's kind of cool.
It's about the same, but yeah.
I love the fact that his Mega Stone is just a pin on his lapel. And I'm like, oh, it's so sleek.
Thanks for the Beldum.
Yes.
You got, having Metagross as your ace?
Fuck, man.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Wallace, my low tick, not bad, but that's just part of Cynthia's kit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
The fact that he gets a fucking Metagross, which I think is arguably might be a bigger problem than Garchomp because it doesn't have double weakness.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And also, technically, with its Mega Evolution, it gets Levitate. So it's like, Earthquake is just off the table now.
Fuck, man. I'm glad level they went the opposite round with level scaling and Hoenn, where I feel there's a lot of opportunities to raise your Pokemon's level in that gen.
Yeah.
Especially with the fucking Oras, like
I never felt of Hoenn like the level curve was bad at all.
No.
I never felt like maybe I would have to grind because I'm like, fuck, this fight's just hard, not because I'm under
the Brandon one.
Right. Like I never felt like it was an issue of levels, just like an issue of like I just don't know what to do. Or this fight's just hard or whatnot.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. Like it's not like there's not a Johto level curve issue, thank God.
Right. Oh my god.
And I always like that in Emerald, you much like in Johto, you got the ability to get the numbers of trainers, and when you actually went back to fight them, they also scaled.
Yes.
So like if you fought like a person that was like level 12, and then you came back, they were at like level 24.
Yeah.
So like you can see progression throughout other trainers, which also felt real to the world, but also helped you when you're like, wow, I really need like a boost in XP. So like, I'm just gonna go back to like Route 2 and fight them.
Yeah.
Which everyone just has like a Beautifly and a Dustox, but that's still experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I also like in Emerald, I think, you could rematch the gym leaders how many times you want.
Yeah, that was great.
Which
Very
is
easy because
cool.
they were one type.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're like, oh fuck, this water type needs to get stronger, then
Time to go to Flannery.
Yep.
yeah.
Hey Roxanne, mind if I grind on you? Oh, I don't like that.
Bruh.
What
do you mean you didn't fucking see that coming? Come on.
I didn't.
Come on.
I didn't
Oh no!
see that.
Oh
I'm
no!
sorry.
He was accidentally horny.
No, I was just talking about grinding levels. I didn't.
Oh no! She's grinding on
Roxanne
her
hangs
tits.
Oh no, I don't like that at all.
Roxanne just hangs up, deletes your number,
Oh god.
blocks you.
No, babe, come on.
I have standards. I teach children.
Babe, pick up.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll give you back the Quick Claw. Don't leave me all red. Baby, please.
I like that.
You send her a voicemail. Fine, I don't need you anyway. I'll go to Flannery instead. Hey, yo, Flannery.
She has enough social self-esteem issues where she probably would.
Oh god.
Well, that was a little too fucked up. That was a little mean.
Hey, Flannery, you mind if we battle? I need to train a water type. What do you mean your Torkoal has drought now? Bitch! And it clicks.
Taz and Day are fun because of their double battle.
Yeah.
Oh, Tate and
And-
Liza.
Tate and Liza.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least in like an Emerald and Ruby and Sapphire, they were a joke because they only had 2 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least Emerald and I guess Oras, I believe so. They gave them at least a couple more Pokemon.
Something to work with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They give you They give
Xatu
Xatu
and
and
Claydol.
which, not gonna lie, pretty solid.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty legit-o.
And then you got fucking Ash, who's like, oh, freaking Lunatone and Solrock. How about Pikachu and Swellow?
Classic Ash.
It's literally that moment where you're actually old enough where you finally get typings and you're like, Ash? What? You actually have a Grovyle and a Corphish.
Oops.
Huh?
Yeah, we forgot about Groudon.
No,
No, we didn't. We talked about it.
I talked about them.
Oh, I forgot.
And you
Yeah,
were
we
like,
said it. Oh, it's cool.
yeah,
Okay, it is
I
cool.
went through the whole decks to make sure we didn't miss anything before we talked
Okay.
about legendaries.
Then I agree, it's cool with along with Charmander.
Oh, yeah, we never talked about Chimek.
That's the one I skipped because I was like, this is not relevant.
James had it. Anyways.
James did have
I was gonna say, but we're forgetting about the best. The Hoenn character. Oh, got it. Here he comes. Scott with his fucking sunglasses. Oh shit.
I'm actually surprised you remember his name. I love Scott.
It's such a weird generic name that
Yeah?
it's hard not to forget. Hey Ash, good fucking luck trying to defeat these Reggies.
Fuck. I will always love him in the anime. Hey Ash, how's it going, man?
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? There's this other place out here that has a fuck ton of strong people. Why not come out here and fight them?
He's so weird.
He's so good.
But yeah, I would have been really nice. Like, okay, I guess talking about post game, I absolutely love the Battle Frontier because
The
I
Battle
actually played
Frontier
it.
is fucking base.
Especially the Pyramid. Absolutely love the Pyramid. Pyramid's
I-
my favorite one.
I like parts of the Frontier, mainly the Survivor Snake one, and especially the Rental Factory because I didn't
The
have
Battle
to fucking
Tower.
train.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
It's just so fun to fuck with Pokemon you don't have, and you just see ones you never really experienced or tried or experiment with.
Yeah.
I think it's genuinely fun. Other than that, I never really dabbled in the Battle Frontier. Too big for my small brain,
Fair
and too
enough.
much preparation to be.
It's
like,
a lot of prep. That's mostly what it
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a fucking nightmare.
It's the introduction for anyone who wants to understand what competitive play is.
I'm sure for a lot of competitive people or people who can appreciate higher tier Pokemon, I bet the Battle Frontier is probably peak Pokemon.
Oh yeah, those
I
guys
love it.
those guys grind their butts off and they get golden brain badges every time.
is. I wouldn't go that far. That's a lot of grind.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Just Pokemon Pyramid is pretty much the peak for me. I kind of wish at the very least. Okay, fine. Maybe Oras was too fucking lazy. At least let us fight the trainers again.
The brains.
The brains. Yeah, that would have been fun.
That would have been nice consolation prize. Like, give us a battle tower.
Like maybe they're all in one of the islands that Latias or in Latios fucking have the little bonus area.
Yeah.
Sometimes the little hidden islands that you go there, just have them on there, just like hanging out or something.
Or just at least I don't know. I'd still say just give us the Battle Frontier back. Like, I don't like the concept of the Battle House.
I'm trying to like accommodate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, maybe you can't do this. Maybe do that instead.
I don't know. Like, if you were gonna give us back like an idea of the original one, that I think it's more of a slap in the face to say, oh yeah, we have this 1/58 scale replica of what it used to look like.
It is kind of the biggest slap in the face.
I was like-
because there's a lot of people that really like the Battle Frontier.
Yeah.
And I can understand. There's a lot of shit there. And the people who really dig in and take the time, I bet they got rewarded because it's just fun for them.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Lucy, please let me see you again.
Mine was
I wanted Lucy's so hot.
Oh, yeah.
And she's the only battle brand I even approached.
that's fair.
All the other ones I was just too bad at.
Mine was always the psychic type. I forget what her name is.
The one that's held in the tournament.
Yeah, Alira?
Yeah.
I forget her name.
Something like that.
I always thought she was cute.
Are you sure about that?
But yeah. Even though I like Lucy a lot, probably one of the hottest female characters.
Yeah,
Top 10 hottest Pokemon trainers.
that's another video.
Number 10. Anyways,
Sabrina.
I always remember fucking Brendan the most because of the anime.
Yeah.
Registeel, I need your assistance.
No.
They fucking kicked fucking ass 4 times.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or that when he returns in Sinnoh and then Ash goes evil and then Brendan's like, oh, I'll still kick his ass again. This is easy. And then he catches he catches Registeel and is like, this is mine now. Like, Brendan, why is it that you're the only person around that's legitimately known for having legendaries?
Wasn't there one guy that had like a fucking Darkrai?
It was a Darkrai and a Latios. I forgot what his
Jesus
name
Christ.
was. I kind of want to say it was Faust. I forget.
I kind of wish Brendan was there to be like, I'll tell you how to get the Regis.
It'd be cool, especially for side content, considering you meet Phoebe at the cemetery.
Yeah. There we go. Oh boy. I was gonna mention one off thing where, something I mentioned to these guys before, but not to an audience, is I always thought Wally had like cancer or something, and I thought he was kind of like sickly. That was the impression I always had from him.
I mean, he is sickly.
He's very sickly.
I'm so weak. Oh, so I always assumed like, oh god, this kid kind of died. This is why is he so attached to the Ralts? Because it's his only fucking.
I never got the impression that he was gonna die. Just more so that he's just kind of weak.
It was definitely a me thing, for sure.
It really kind of hyper expressed that in Oras, where it's literally just like this 2-inch kid.
Yeah.
Like he looks as small as any human could be, and to a point where it's like, I feel like that if I touched him, he would cry. And not gonna lie, he probably did.
But at least in like Oras, they literally gave Wally the best thing they could have, and be like, what if we
badass theme?
What if we made the only battle that matters for him good and like badass and memorable?
Like he gets
and like
two.
he gets the one where you're like, oh man, he's so weak, and he gets the one like, oh shit, he really improved.
No, he gets two battles where he's legitimately improved. He's the super boss.
He is?
He is in Oras.
I never got that.
What about the Dragon Girl?
What Dragon Girl?
The post game that wants
Senna?
Rayquaza.
No, that's story.
Is she not post game as well with Rayquaza?
I mean, she's post game, but she's story.
Okay.
Story post game.
Yeah. No. You have to be all 100 Pokemon, all 100 trainers at the battle house.
Oh, but that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. No one does, unless you legitimately care enough to do it. But yeah, there's moments where he keeps coming up and like, wow, you're actually really strong. And then you beat the 100th one, and he has like level 80 Pokemon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's ready to kick your butt, but he has a shit setup team. The only one that you legitimately need to worry about is Gallade.
Of course.
But man, that theme's so good of
It's
Wally.
really good.
It's great. It's great.
God, what a good like redemption of a character.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, he also gets a really, really cool environment for a fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That really
Whatever
helped.
that like
really helped.
area, that area is so just nice to go back and chill out to.
Yeah.
Like after post game, you're like, wow, you've literally done everything. Here's just a nice cave with waterfalls and flowers to just chill out in.
Right?
Yeah. Also kind of sucks that the Gen 3 rival, at least the first one, just says, nah, I gave up.
Yeah, you get to live.
You don't even have to fight them at the Lily Cove department store unless you want to get to the department store.
But you gotta do it because that's how you get the third evolution for your Pokedex.
Yeah.
Sad, but it is.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna mention something else, but I forgot.
Contests. Do you guys do contests?
No.
I did it when in Emerald. They were okay.
I do contests now, which is funny.
How do you feel about them?
I don't
I
know.
liked them in the anime.
Yeah, they were a lot better in the anime. I like the concept of you being able to fight trainers and making it look cool. Too bad they don't actually let you do that here. It's still, do the move! Beep, 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 beep.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did, but that's a lot of points.
Wow, that tackle is really beautiful.
Oh god, the mud sport.
Oh my god, he really used an ice beam. It's the most beautiful thing ever.
Oh, that mud sport was so fucking cool.
And then, like, oh, too bad the other person used flinch in the past one. Beep, beep. Bad. Oh.
Full stars use Gardevoir Flash.
Oh god.
Come on.
No, the concept is...
I know, it's low hanging.
Yeah.
It's been done like probably a billion fucking times.
Durr.
Gardevoir go porn.
Gardevoir go porn.
I came on her.
God damn it. I guess we couldn't escape Gardevoir, right? But the
Never.
concept of Gardevoir is kind of fucked when I think about the implications of like a sentient being forced to their will to battle for fucking someone.
I mean, that's just all Pokemon.
It is.
There's something about Gardevoir being extra sentient. Like,
It can't talk. It's still technically an animal.
They're not human, brother.
Isn't there a thing where like it can communicate through mind through of its trainer or whatever?
Nah, I don't think it's the communication part. It's just really connected to their emotions.
Okay.
It kind of like a dog that's hyperactive towards its own master, where it's like,
Okay,
oh,
that's fair.
like my dog knows exactly what I'm thinking, and so like you point and it goes to the fridge to get you a beer.
I see. I think Wally was really the only thing I wanted to mention off the top of my head.
Which is weird how he's technically your rival.
Yeah.
Here's your rival at the other one's just like, I gave up.
Yeah, but it never, like, I really wish that it felt more rival-like. I think that's the reason why I liked Blue and Silver so much, is because they felt like antagonists.
Yeah, they have a presence, because Gen 3 has like 2 rivals, and like one of them just gives up at a certain point. The other one,
It really
you
fucks
don't
off for the longest
you don't
time.
realize it's your rival until you show up near the end of the game. You're like, oh shit, you're here.
Oh god, you exist?
Better than the Gen 6 one.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Sorry, I got PTSD.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let's talk about Devin's favorite thing, which is the music.
Ha!
You know, at the very least, I'll give Hoenn some credit. It has its own identity in terms of music.
It really loves brass.
Yeah, and at least like
Almost everything slaps.
Yeah. Everything from routes to battles to gyms to the iconic freaking
Elite Four theme.
Yeah, the Elite Four theme.
Where like the what is it? The musician, the artist, like the guy with the sticks or whatever.
The conductor.
The conductor just looks back for a second, and it's a fucking row of trumpet men.
Yes.
And he's like, "All right, here we go."
Same thing with the legendary theme.
I think the notorious one has always been one of the route themes. I forgot which one it was, but that they
Route 104.
It's one of those.
I kinda
Route
like-
104. It's underneath the cycling route. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Because I love that theme.
And the Reggie theme, of course.
I don't remember.
the one theme I can remember from the GBA one is like the surf one being like, it's kind of soothing.
I will,
It is.
however, say when it comes to bicycle themes, Gen 3 really slows the hell down for me. I can't stand it sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's awful.
Yeah. That's fair.
To be fair, as much as I don't even like Gen 4s, I still like it a lot more than Gen 3s.
Well,
If you like that.
but yeah, the fucking soundtrack, amazing.
Absolutely.
Love it. And it was mostly upgrade in ORAS.
Yeah.
I think they kind of tripped with the Reggie theme. I think the original is still better.
Yeah, that's fair.
But hey, overall upgrade.
I will say at least like it's been known I've shit on the Hoenn theme a lot,
That is Devin's identity.
but
Yes.
at least I can recall a Hoenn theme. If you gave me a theme from like Johto and Kanto and say which one's from, like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's difficult. Like, unless it's like a very specific town theme, then I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah, if you're like, oh, here's a route theme, I'd be like, I'll go home.
Can I go home? At least with Hoenn, it has its own identity, which is kind of actually praiseworthy for Pokemon, because it kind of a lot of music can kind of sound the same to a certain point.
Yeah.
I think Gen 3 started it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I think about Gen 4 and I think about that stupid synthesizer piano that they love fucking using so much. Oh, grating to my fucking ears every time.
no, it's not my trumpets.
Oh god, here comes the floral town. No! And then, Gen 5, it uses a different kind of fucking beat. I forgot what it's called. Like I don't know, whatever. I don't even know the instrument for it. Gen 6 and then 4 is like electric guitar. Gen 7's the little bongos.
Yeah.
Or a ukulele.
It
Yeah.
really likes the Hawaiian effect.
Which is
the
fair.
Islander music.
And Gen 8 is just general instruments, I suppose. Very instrumental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
Gen 9's just tech.
I guess so.
Gen 8 occasionally does also use the fucking Scottish like,
which is nice.
When they use it for funerals. What's it called again? The little whistleblower.
The bagpipes.
Yeah, they like to use the bagpipes.
Funeral.
I don't know. I remember cartoons.
Now I just want. Oh fuck. Not just the idea of like there being a funeral and then like a Pokemon theme playing in the background. It's the fucking the gym theme playing on in the background.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
It's just like people like mourning, sitting there like, oh, we gather here today, and it's just like the freaking crowd cheering in the background.
Oh god. Oh jeez. But do you guys want to comment anything more on Gen 3 besides the closing thoughts? Because boy, I think we made sure.
Yeah,
this is the long one.
This will probably be the longest one.
It definitely will.
I can't, because you two love Gen 3, and I think this podcast is maybe a bit Gen 3 pilled a little bit.
That's fine. That's good.
But like the only one I could see going longer or about the same as Gen 5. I can't see anything else.
That's, to be fair, Gen 5 has to go through 2 games.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, so it might be Gen 5 actually.
Also, I'll talk about every single Gen 5 Pokemon, and there's a lot of those.
I can talk about more about the gym leaders. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Gym leaders are so good in
Considering we get 3, 4 more in Black and White 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that one's gonna be a long one, I bet. And boy, I can already see how short the fucking Gen 6 one's gonna be.
Yep.
Bad. Oh god.
Well, to be fair, I'm gonna be the only one that's gonna say anything good about Gen 6. I know it.
Derek's like, but cycling theme.
But the cycling theme though,
and then
really good. But the music's really good when you listen to its OST, not really playing the game.
Anyways, any other closing thoughts? How they should bring back Mega Mawile?
Oh, absolutely.
And give Mega Registeel.
Only Mega Registeel.
300 base defense.
Oh god.
That's a little much.
On both of them.
I love Gen 3! Charlie, I love Gen 3! It's so good! It's my favorite and will always be my favorite.
In the context of comparing it to Kanto and Johto, this clears it.
Yeah.
Hoenn clears
especially
it.
Oras with the Pokénav and shit.
Hoenn kicks Kanto and Johto's ass.
Oh, yeah.
This is easily the best of the 3.
I agree. I also really like Gen 3. I wasn't a huge fan of the Ruby Sapphire mechanics. And I think Oras added a lot, but I really wish I had Oras mechanics in Emerald, and I think it'd be probably one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
And yeah, the ocean, we didn't talk about it. It's kind of sucks.
Honestly, I don't think it's that bad.
It isn't that bad as people say.
Because like...
if you know where you're going, it's whatever.
It's also legitimately part of the fucking story.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people tend to forget, where it's like, oh, you got all this water bit, and it's like, you do know that the second half of this game is for the water Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Kyogre's meant to be into water.
And you only get to that part like a little over halfway of the game.
Yeah.
And plus, ever heard of a thing called repels? Get with the times, you fucks.
And I was like, I one of the biggest gripes that I've always heard about like Gen 3 was always the water, and it's like, but it's probably one of the most necessary parts for the entire story of the game.
And it's a defining feature that makes it distinct from others.
Exactly. And like you said, it's really easy if you just have a repel. Throw your one electric or grass type
Oh,
for all the swimmer trainers.
Gun through it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Go diving. It's fun, I promise.
And even then, I feel at least they tried to kind of like make it look kind of cool in the ocean. Like, here's some rock areas, some dive areas, some islands here and there.
You can legitimately find some good stuff if you just start island hopping.
Yeah, there can be some fun to be had in that ocean. But yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon Gen 3, good.
I love Gen 3!
I guess the way we ended off is our rankings and our favorites from each.
Okay. So that's hard.
I was going to say, like, I think that one's... Okay, actually, let's start with an easy one. What's our least favorite?
I'm going to have to look at the Pokédex.
Is there one that just makes you go, ugh? Because I don't think one goes that hard for me.
No.
There's none that I'm just like, this is the worst fucking thing ever. Like, the low isn't that low, if there is one.
Yeah.
Maybe Marsh Swamp? I don't fucking know. Even then, that's...
Nuzleaf. I don't like its nipples.
Ah, yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
you got it.
let
You
me
got
see.
it. Alright, you got it. It's Nuzleaf.
Let me see if I can find one that, like, I can't...
Oh yeah, I'll look with you. Do you have a favorite, Devin?
I'll have tentatively for now Swampert, but I might have to look just to see.
Swampert's pretty good. Maybe Cascoon? I don't know. Cascoon's not that bad. I just think it's kind of lame.
I was gonna say Wurmple, just because I always hate looking at it.
I think it's kind of cute. I already know my favorite. My favorite Pokemon has been Registeel, period.
Oh.
Well, yeah, Mawil's pretty good. Or Mawil's pretty cool.
Meditite!
I feel insulted by the stats. I don't actually hate it as much.
I know.
I think Nuzleaf might be the winner still.
It might be Volbeat or Illumise, just because...
That we skipped, thank God.
Just because they're so freaking forgettable.
Nuzleaf, I'm like, Volbeat or whatever other name, I'm just like, huh? Oh, yeah, they exist. Like, I don't get angry about them. I just kind of like am at wonderment that they exist every time I remember them.
Hard agree.
Why not? No. I actually like why not.
I don't really care about that. They should give Wobbuffet an evolution.
Hell yeah.
It has like 1 HP.
Love Disc. There.
It's honestly a good choice.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything towards Love Disc, so go for it.
Exactly, just because I like it's so pointless.
I
I was gonna say Spinda, if anything.
I actually feel negative emotion towards Nuzleaf.
That's fair. I don't care about it. It is what it is.
So yeah, Registeel, Devin said,
Swampert.
What's your, oh boy, if you can pick between your children, who would it be?
I was like, who's my favorite child? Technically, it would have to be Blaziken because he's number 2 on the list.
Okay.
At least next time me and Derek have a clear favorite.
Yes, that actually might be true.
For Gen 4?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll have to think about that one for myself, honestly.
Ooh.
There's a lot of good, there's a lot
actually,
of good Gen 4s that I like.
Yeah.
That tend to be evolutions.
I
love their Pokemon.
I can think of like 4, but I think I'm with Devin on Infernape. But we'll get to there.
Okay. Anyways, we have to rank Gen 3. Gen 3 is my second favorite one. It used to be my favorite.
It is my favorite.
I will, for now, rank them in the context of what we covered so far. So it's the top of Kanto and Johto.
Okay, that's a good way
Yeah.
of going about it.
Yeah,
Because mine might change later on. I don't want to commit to anything.
Out of the as the third batch, it is my favorite. And I think only Gen 5 will beat it.
Gen 5 will fucking beat it for me. I can't foresee Gen 5 not being first for me.
All right.
I can see Gen 5 being number 2 on my list.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 solid gens.
Yeah,
honestly.
absolutely.
3 and 5 popped off.
I think 3 just really gets me due to nostalgia.
Yeah.
It played an Oras, and I still think the good pool, the good balance, like the gym leaders are charming, like in design at least.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Gen 3 just works.
Yeah.
It just works.
But thank you guys for joining us in Hoenn. We should while we do this outro, you should play like the Route 104 theme.
Oh, I plan on doing things.
It gets slightly louder the more we do this outro, so you can so we can barely hear us anymore.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Thank you for joining us. I've been Hector.
I've been Derek.
I've been Devin. I'm worried about next episode.
Oh boy. Look forward to Sinnoh, where we'll have nothing but positive feelings on it.
Where it's basically...
mostly I will.